who smacks it. End over end, and Nick Miller will run it out from the 2 for the free agent from Southern Utah. Flag is down as he gets to the 30.
So flag on the play.
Yes, as I just said, the flag is down against the Oakland Raiders.
Yep.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I never listen, I'm gonna listen. I wanna listen to the Dumb Zone.
Our final, am I on? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, I cannot hear me.
There it is.
But I will say it's our final day at Cowboy training camp today.
Okay.
Day.
Sun, Mun, 2, Win, Third, Fry, Said, Sun, Mun,
11?
2, 11.
11. Day 11 of the DZRV RT. That's road trip.
Yep.
And show number 218 overall. Show 11 here. And welcome. Hello. Welcome to the Dumb Zone. I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Campbell.
I'm Blake Jones.
And today, now as per usual, most people are listening to the audio medium and ingesting us in that way, but we are live streaming. So there are some people out there on the World Wide Web who may be finding us for the first time, saying, what are these guys about? I mean, they're probably gone now. They've
Made it about 10 seconds. Yeah.
tried, and
Yeah. It's fair.
they seem to have very little. But we are at Cowboys training camp. We are in a tent, which is right to the... So what the layout is here, well, we should walk around with a camera. Do we have a monkey cam? We could strap it to the back of a monkey and walk around here. I'm looking at Jake, the closest thing we have
To a monkey.
to a monkey. Like if you were looking at your bar of soap in the shower, Blake, would you say this was a human or maybe some kind of a primate was in here using my soap?
Yeah, some kind of hairy primate.
It's fair.
It's like it's just a fuzzy. Oh, I didn't know I left a loofah in here. Oh no, wait, that's my bar of soap that
It's fair.
Jake picked up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry
if we were to put a monkey cam and let the monkey walk around here, you would see. So this is a hotel complex. It's a Marriott Residence Inn.
Thank
Yep.
you.
And in the back of the Marriott is, what is there, 6, 8, 10, like, tennis courts. Just a bunch of tennis courts. But the Cowboys commandeer that, and they put big, giant white tents all over the tennis courts. And the biggest, giantest of the white tents covers all their weights. So they have that's where their weight room is.
Mm-hmm.
On, like, probably that goes across 4 or 6 tennis courts.
Yeah.
And then on a couple here, there's about 5 tiny tents, and that's where you've got the Ticket radio station, or the Fan, or today the Dumb Zone, or some other places we've never heard of, or there's a Sirius station I think here, whatever. And then also on the tennis court there's a podium set up with all the chairs set up in front of it, and then behind that there is another big tent where all the writing media goes, the other media, that they've got all their tables set up in there and their computers, and they could do their stuff. And for the first time ever, or at least we weren't here last year, so perhaps they had this last year, but so the practice fields are, so there's the the hotel, then there's the tennis courts, and then beyond that there's the practice fields, which are 2 NFL fields.
Yeah.
And it used to be we could sit in our radio tent and look over and see practice. Well, no longer, because they have erected these 2-story deals where we can't even see the field anymore, because this is all for like their VIP guests, or I don't know, man. It's decked out. There's couches. There's beverages. It's really nice. But
Chips.
There's chips. Every year, it's like they'd say, well, what can we do to make it a little bit better
Yeah.
next year? And then, or make a little more money next year. And that's what they keep doing. So we're going to try and follow that model.
Yeah, good
right?
luck.
Every show, every year, every time we do something.
Today's
try
a
and do
little bit
better.
weird, just from the standpoint that, the Rams coming in here was unprompted.
Yes, today is another Cowboy-Ram practice, which happened last Wednesday as well.
And last Wednesday, there were a ton of people here. Whereas today, I don't know if it's because the juice is off post preseason game or that it just kind of came about in the last 48 hours, but there's nobody here today.
Yeah, I feel like
except
the
for
latter.
the Rams.
I'm going with the latter on
Yeah,
that
probably.
one. Like, people had geared up planning for,
Yeah.
hey, there's a Ram scrimmage, and
Right.
there's another one today, but yes, last Wednesday, the parking lot was chaos. Rob had to get here 10 hours prior to it opening and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
Today, like Matt dropped us off, the great Matt Grimm, we just kind of rolled right in, walked right up. There was
Yeah,
no
then Dan and I got to play a game. Rob and Blake missed out on this. I've noticed this from time to time when my daughter was playing soccer. Like, I can tell when the person who's on the sideline with the siblings is not the parent. Don't ask me how.
Okay.
I just can. And,
Like if it's a nanny?
yeah.
Okay.
If we're out here today and there are children who are completely blonde hair and they're walking with a Latino woman,
You feel like that's a good tell?
my guess is that's not their mom.
Okay.
It's just a thought.
So now you're claiming you're an expert because of this?
It's very hard
Or
to
you're
produce.
just giving the cheat code to others?
It's very hard to produce a Targaryen child if you are of the Moreno persuasion.
Okay.
Just my thought. Although my daughter has blonde hair,
Yes.
but I saw her come out of the thing though. So
The Thing.
Yeah, but you don't know who her real father is.
That's a good point.
it's a very good point.
It's probably you. But then again, it was lab based, right? They could have
Right.
mixed some
Mix
stuff
it
up.
No doubt.
Could be Blake's kid. Blake's more blondish. And you were saying you were donating that week.
Yeah, I donate every week.
Yeah.
I know.
You have so much tea.
Yeah.
You feel like you should spread it around. So on today's program, we are live streaming, but we are also going to have a Cowboy player walk up to us at some point. We're anticipating Jourdan Lewis.
We think.
We did get some confirmation this morning from Bront. We call him the new Joe Trahan. As Joe Trahan, we've talked about him for years, was the media guy that we would deal with in getting players over to the table. And Bront is our new guy. And he has confirmed this morning. He says we're all good with J-Lou, as he
J-Lou.
calls him. So we can try and use that as well, if you'd like.
Bet I
would.
won't.
What's that?
I said bet I won't.
Oh, okay. I would like to, although this is generally the paywall podcast, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you, but we just don't have time to read that many names. So we would like to thank the sponsors who helped make it possible for us to come out here to Cowboys training camp in the the DZRV.
Thank you.
Of course, Frankel and Frankel. They have outfitted us for sure, and they are the place to call if you do get in an accident. They're personal injury attorneys. They're great. Prosper Ford, who I miss dearly, and I think next year when we come out here, I will drive the Bronco Sport alongside the RV. Although I might need like Matt's wife or just somebody Matt knows to drive, because I've really liked driving out here but not driving. I
Right.
like someone else driving.
Right.
I like passenging.
Fair.
In fact, I can't wait to get back to my Sam Rutigliano book that I'm reading. I need to read a football book when I'm around football.
Okay.
And we're about to get into the years that I remember as a little kid.
About the Browns.
About the Browns.
Okay.
Yeah, so we started out, pre-Browns, and I didn't have any sports consciousness at that point. But We're getting excited, but I'll keep you informed.
Hey, thanks.
Addison Coffee Roasters. You know, it's weird that they are coming on as a sponsor because when I would go to Central Market, that's the kind of coffee I would get anyway. I didn't realize because I'm an idiot. I'm like, oh, they're actually local. They're called Addison Coffee Roasters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's right there.
Chama Chairs has hooked us up with some very nice chairs. You may have seen the unboxing on previous live broadcasts, but in fact, right now you can go to chamachairs.com, enter DumbZone during checkout, and you can get 10% off your Chama Chairs. The greatest chair. You talk about going to kids' soccer games or whatever. Whew, that's what you should bring out there. Factor Meals. They've been feeding us throughout this trip as well. We brought a bunch of those. That's great for traveling. Factormeals.com/dumbzone50. Use the code dumbzone50. You can get 50% off your first box and 20% off your first month. And then Early Bird CBD has helped get us to sleep on this trip. In fact, they helped Jake sleep 14 hours or so yesterday.
Really?
Roughly. Yeah.
That was the count?
Well, I got up at 1:30.
Like, we came home from the show and we didn't see him again.
No.
Blake texted me, like, should I wake him up before we go to dinner? And I was like, see, that's a tough one because he might be mad. Like,
Mad?
dude, I wanted to get sushi. Why wouldn't you come get me? You
I would
knew
never
we
be
had
mad.
a plan.
I would never be mad.
And then I thought, but then he also might be mad if, like, dude, I had this longest weekend in the world out of Disney World, this and that, driving, finally got some sleep. I can't fall asleep sometimes. And with the help of Early Bird CBD, I now got some sleep, and then we're
right.
waking him up.
That's how effective it is.
Yeah, well, I do appreciate Early Bird CBD, and the code is DumbZone, but I'm never going to be mad at you boys. It's all
Never?
good. No.
I think if I would have woken you up, you would have been mad at me.
I think I would have been fine.
What if you woke him up in that special way?
I think he would have been happy.
Blake, stop.
I was trying to haze you.
I hate when you do that thing with your tongue.
Anyway, yeah, earlybirdcbd.com, 20% off your order.
Promo code?
DumbZone.
There it is.
All in a row, like no spaces,
There it
correct, I
is.
think?
Yes, sir.
Did we all have to wear the same shirt?
It's not the same shirt. We're just
What did I wear?
We're just wearing dark.
I mean, just if you're watching us on the live stream, we just look like we have like a show uniform.
Spencer McKenzie. Well, you guys know I'm going to wear black.
I support our friend Jared Sandler and his charity.
And I just love my son so much.
What's yours?
It's a Brooks Koepka shirt that says Team Brooks, but I would like to
okay.
say it's for my kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's real
I'll
creative.
change shirts. Otherwise, Jourdan Lewis is going to make fun of us.
Oh, you're so worried about Jourdan Lewis making fun of you? You could only dream that Jourdan Lewis would even acknowledge who you were.
You would never.
So, because we have Jourdan Lewis later, what if we do some Cowboy early, like now? And yesterday we were out on the practice field. And, when practice breaks up, then it's a feeding frenzy. The media just has to kind of grab what they can walking off the field.
Yeah.
And there was a time when there would be no way
I would say all of the time until yesterday.
that you would be able to corral Ezekiel Elliott
Yeah.
and get him for a few minutes to answer some of your dumb questions. But, yes, that time is not now. Now is the time to get Zeke. And to tell you the truth, I feel we were talking about this at dinner that you weren't at. But it feels like Zeke is soaking it all in.
Now-
I'm not
now
upset
he's
you
mad.
weren't at dinner.
I'm not mad. I thought we were all kind of doing our own thing. I didn't know I was gonna
Yeah,
get
I guess
judged.
I thought we were all doing our own thing when we all scheduled to be at dinner. The only one schedule we actually
When we
had
made
a
the
reservation.
reservation 3 days ago.
So, but the highlight at dinner was trying to watch Blake eat as much lobster dynamite as he can. You've seen that before, haven't you?
I have. Yeah.
Try.
He only got through 2, but he finished. He finished 2 orders before I finished 1.
2 is easy.
Yeah, it's the 3 is
And then you
Yeah.
do the old hey,
different time through the
would
order.
you drop it? Like you
I hate
some
that.
dad jokes.
The waitress comes by and, oh, I see you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Just shut up and take my plate.
Blake
You must have
ate
been
it.
hungry.
He ate so fast.
You weren't
It's
very hungry.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's always one or the other.
Yeah. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Zeke.
Oh, yeah, Zeke.
Sushi.
And we're eating with a writer friend of ours, and just the thought was Zeke is kind of soaking this in. It feels like he knows this is his last year. He knows he's back. He knows, people will ask him questions about, this, it looks like you're the lead back now, and he's kind of, putting a hand up on that. Nah, look, it's a committee, and it just feels like – and then stuff we saw yesterday was – not that he was mean to the crowds, but he was more of a I got stuff to do kind of a guy, where yesterday he was soaking it all in. He was signing a ton of autographs. He's saying yes to everybody.
Yeah.
Not just yesterday. I mean, he's done that every single day we've seen him out here.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
He's gone to the crowd and signed stuff every day.
Yeah.
And including not saying no to Jake. When Jake
Sort
is
of.
like, hey, you want to, what'd you say, do a couple minutes with us? And he's like, yeah. He didn't say no. I don't know that he was enthusiastically saying
I was gonna
yes.
say I don't know that he was that into it, but he was just kind of like, sure.
Yeah, so let's play a little Zeke from yesterday.
This is my friend Dan.
What's up, Dan?
I'm Jake.
Hey, man.
So we're just gonna run through a couple things that we do, on our show. These are like settle a debate for us type things, right?
Okay.
When it comes to parking, you back in
Yes.
every time.
It's easier for me to back in than pull in, especially if I'm driving a bigger car.
You think you can just whip it?
Well, with the backup cameras now, it just kind of does it for you, but it's a little easier.
He's anti-backing in. He would call you a boomer for doing that. But I back in,
I
so I'm
park
with you, man.
faster when I back in.
Okay. When you're at home, do you ever have to go pee and sit down, or do you always stand up?
I
pee
think
sitting
in the
down at
morning.
home.
I think in the morning, sit down.
Thank you. Let's go.
Pause it.
Sitting's the best, man.
Sitting's the best, man.
We have learned that's not as cut and dry as you guys thought.
He goes on to explain why he sits, and if I had his amenities, I might sit too.
It's fair. The heated. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got the smart toys with the heated seats. It's so nice. The heated
Dude.
Do you have a dog? I think we know you.
Yes.
Do you ever have to bathe the
Yeah.
dog outside of times when you take it to the groomer, like it gets in some mud or something like that?
Yes.
So what I do is I get in the shower with the dog, but I keep on my swim trunks or compression shorts, and I get in the shower with the dog. They think it's weird I won't go naked.
If you had to wash your dog in the shower,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have on shorts or underwear or something.
Because you could bump in.
Well, I just don't want my dog trying to lick my junk.
Do you take baths?
No.
Never.
he will take a bath in a hotel room. And I think that's gross, man.
No, I don't like baths.
Unnecessary, man.
This one's a bit controversial. Let's say that hypothetically, I'm a big hip hop fan. I'm listening to a song in my car, a certain word, perhaps that a Luke Schoonmaker or Jake Ferguson or Peyton Hittershot shouldn't say, comes up. Should I edit it when I'm by myself?
I think you probably should.
Okay, even alone.
Even alone.
All right.
Do the video.
That's not really a debate. I think we agree on that one.
I'm just wondering. 10 years ago, I'm not going to lie to you, I probably didn't. Now I do.
Probably should.
Please believe me. Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts.
Why?
I don't know.
It's just
Like
a
where,
feeling.
have you ever encountered anything?
I haven't encountered anything, but I'm believing in them to give them their respect so they don't have to show me that they're real.
So just in case.
Just
you're
in
being
case.
safe.
Competitor.
I'm just being respectful.
Would you ever go
Did we
skydiving?
just get a laugh? Did we just get a Zeke
No.
laugh there?
No
This
skydiving.
guy right here has done 1,500 plus.
No skydiving.
Yeah. And I think you had one before.
I have a hypothetical, before we show you a video. So it's hypothetical. You have two girls. You have to date. You're going to date one of them. They're both beautiful. Okay? One of them used to be 650 pounds 3 years ago.
Why did he add 50?
It
She's
keeps
got her act
going up.
together now. One of them 3 years ago was homeless. for 2 years.
But she's got her act together.
They both have their act together. They're great. They both have good jobs. They're earning. They're not based on your earnings or any, they're great looking, great girls, both of them. Which one do you date?
I think it just depends on who treats me the best.
Well, they're both treating you
See, our debate is that, you kind of know that thing is in both of them.
Like what?
It could go back.
The one girl might end up being 650 pounds again.
But the other one might end up...
I'll tell you the most common answer from your teammates. They say they would go with the girl that used to be 600 pounds because you never know what you have to do to get by on the street. So that's why they don't pick the homeless girl.
I think your past is your past.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really doesn't matter.
Be who you are. I love it. All right, I'm going to play you something real quick, okay? This is the last thing we got. This is a couple years before you got here. Do you think Jerry's ever performed a rap verse or been in a rap video?
I wouldn't put it past.
All right, well, you're going to watch
I
it.
think I might have seen this before.
Do you know what it is?
I think I know what it is.
When I'm a Cowboys stadium or sitting at home, I hear Papa John's Jerry Jones, it lights me up.
That's what I'm saying. I think I've seen this before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is what they showed you at the draft meeting?
No.
It's kind of killing it. What do you think?
I like it. I like it.
Okay, yeah, that's Zeke.
And there he goes. Yeah, the hypotheticals that you your labia won't let you read. So apparently I'm the one that has to give the hypothetical.
It's fine to run a little good cop, bad cop scheme.
Yeah, it is. It is. And
I just...
You told me you'd never get mad at me, so don't get mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
So
I'm not mad at you. I'm the guy asking if I'm allowed to say the N-word.
So that was right when the media guy.
Yeah.
I know.
The big boss.
That's what's funny
all of
about
a
the
sudden
video.
started walking over,
Yeah.
and then I was like trying to. Okay, so the hypothetical, I'm trying to say it low because I don't need.
Yeah.
And I love Tad. He's great. He loves bits.
He's got a job to do, though.
He loved a 1920s reporter guy back when he was doing it to LeBron. Tad, their new Rich Dalrymple,
Mostly.
was the all the good parts. Was the Cavs guy.
Yeah.
So since LeBron was a rookie, he knows how to deal with a circus. He knows how to deal with. In fact, he's got things tight here, man. The rules have changed around here, and but he also, he's got to step in if he thinks things are getting out of hand to show the player that he he's there for them and fighting for them, all that. Anyway, so that's why I was just kind of. If you noticed a lack of projection in my voice at that point, it was because
Of my labia and Tad being close.
It's either because of a little kid walking by or that Tad is.
It's really weird,
lurking.
man. I was
Tad
talking.
was lurking there.
Yeah, for sure. I was talking to my wife about this last night while you guys were at dinner that I skipped.
Mm-hmm. Honey, I couldn't go to dinner. I had to talk to you, honey.
I just want to talk to you, babe.
Are you touching it?
Touching it?
Is that how you sex talk? I don't know. I've never really sex talked.
I think that's
on the
it.
phone.
Yeah, I think you just say, "Are you touching it?"
Honey, are you touching it?
But it is a really weird side piece of our job of sales.
What?
We're
do you mean?
so bad at that. But you have to force your way in. Like when Micah was doing his bit yesterday, and then he walks off with Tad, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go try to talk to him.
Yeah.
And Tad's like, no.
Yeah.
And that's 95% of my wife's job. Is just somebody being like, no. We don't have, space for you. We don't want your bid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, sales and account management, I feel like that's pretty much it. And I'm so bad at it, dude.
I don't say no. I don't like to say no. Now, I like to have Blake say no.
Yeah, we found that out.
I like to have other people say no for me.
I filled that role once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 'cause I'm
But the
good
weird
guy.
thing too is like Micah, when I was walking up yesterday, like looked open to it.
Yeah, but he's
the guy is supposed to be the guy and be like, nah, not right now.
The point though that and I could see Tad's point too is because
if
he
you
had
say
already
yes to anybody.
No, but he had already approached him. Micah is
It was
open
set.
to it, but he had a podium thing.
Agent
He's
thing.
got an agent thing.
Yeah.
Like, and Tad is not bullshitting us.
No. And
He's
he came up
telling
to
us
me
the
afterward
truth.
and
He's
was-
not like, hey, I'm
was
just
very
going to
cool
say
about it.
this so that they will stop asking me. So
Not at all.
That's also why he probably was annoyed at you, but that's fine. That's your job. Your job is to be annoying, and his job is to get annoyed.
Yeah.
And then Micah's job is to just
sack the quarterback.
There's also the fact that, I mean, we only come to one camp, we only cover one team, but you probably don't have like 5 other teams with more guys that you're like, what are you going to say?
What do you mean?
Like just having Zeke and Micah.
Oh, yeah.
Is enough to where it's like, do I have to, be on top of this a little bit?
Was it last night? We were hearing about the Micah. So maybe it was the Rams day, but it was something recently where all the media relations guys kind of were getting pulled in different directions, and they had kind of lost track that Micah was going to do a little podium.
Okay.
But there was no one with him. No media people.
Okay.
And this particular writer we were talking to yesterday was like, it was great. He was just saying
Nobody's telling him no?
Yeah, he was just like, he was just started talking about whatever. Like, he's great. But they sometimes need to put a governor on him to be like, hey, no, don't say this or don't, because.
Sure.
And yeah, they're sitting there, they're corralling, they're on with Dak. And I guess Dak.
You don't have to do it with him.
No, but Dak, though, this training camp.
Yeah, he got based.
We've played some of the audio. You did.
Yeah.
That he has been like, he'll look over at the media guy and he'll be like he knows.
I'm going to say it.
What I'm about to say,
Yeah.
you don't want me to say. But then he'll say, hey, whatever team I'm playing for next year, whatever this, and he's like, I'm going to start playing negotiating in the media if they're going to tell everybody how the pie's only that big and, I'm the
And
guy keeping us from getting a wide receiver, then
your holdout is quote tweeting the boss.
It's so great.
It's a lot going on.
It's so great. What were you saying? You see the fit in Oakland or in Las Vegas for Dak? Where did you think?
Yeah, I've just seen those rumors because they don't really know what to do with Devontae Adams. He's like their only good player on their offense.
Right, but if you had Dak.
And I've just seen rumors like they're kind of waiting to see how a certain quarterback situation
in the NFC East.
And that could be fabricated, but it makes sense.
I highly doubt they're waiting on Danny Dimes.
Where's Shedeur? Ranking, if the draft was today.
I mean, everyone says top 10.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean that could change.
How are we going to get up there?
Very quickly, either way.
I think we have to trade CD.
They traded Micah before they traded CD.
Let Dak go.
You think?
Yeah.
Why?
Money.
They're both going to be very similar amount of money.
Micah would be a little bit less, and he's 1 year younger.
I just feel like you could.
And they may look at like Sam Williams.
Like you could trade
Nealand. I don't know.
You can find other wide receivers.
I just know the guy that
find
has
another
been
Micah.
rumored to be traded is Micah, not CD. But
Really?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Shedeur thing, that could change on a dime, right? Like he could end up falling out of day one. He could end up being number 1 overall. I don't think their team's going to be very good.
Dan just wants Dion and Shedeur here.
I know.
And I'm with him. I'm in that camp.
Aflac Stadium.
Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, you know what else I wanted to make sure we do? We missed this yesterday. Let's do viewer mail.
All right.
Oh yeah, wait a minute, Uncle Hotmail. Hey,
Because we're kind of
Uncle Hotmail, look at
Oh, by the way, where's our buddies Prophets and Outlaws? This is our last live broadcast for the week. correct?
Yes.
We'll have a wrap-up show for you like Friday
Yes.
of our entire 2 weeks here. So that's what to look forward to. I don't know. It's just what's going to happen. I don't care if you look forward to it or not.
that would be up to you.
But Prophets and Outlaws, where are they going to be this weekend?
They're going to be at the Texan down in Athens.
Where we were.
On Saturday?
Saturday?
I believe it's Saturday evening.
The 17th? Yeah.
And if I was back, I'd be there. But I
Yeah.
don't know if I'll be back in time. Maybe I'll just have Matt drive the RV right there.
Fair.
Think I should do some viewer mail?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of call for it.
So I have a lot
I
of
got
birthdays, and I forgot yesterday to do these. I totally missed them,
No worries.
and I'm very sorry, especially to DZD2 Taryn.
Okay.
You know her very well. Not biblically or anything, but we all know Taryn.
How do you know?
I don't know that. Uncle Hotmail, please wish my bestie, Aaron Martino. So Taryn's best friend is named Aaron.
Aaron and Taryn.
Hey, happy birthday. She once called me 5 times in a row to alert me of a must-hear segment on my favorite midday show. I'll never forget learning about Dan's top-down method of showering, and I will forever owe that moment in time to her. She's a real one and the one I called to discuss dramatic legal battles with clouds. More
happened.
brain notes while top-down cleansing. Don't forget your feet. Insert norm drop. Anyway, that's Taryn. So happy birthday, Aaron Martino.
Yeah, sometimes I do think about your feet.
If they're dirty?
Well, because I feel like if you take a loofah to it, or the grossest thing you can do is take your nail and just like scrape, you will realize there is a lot of dead skin down there.
Really?
Like a lot.
My feet have never been cleaner than this week
Why is that?
because our drain kind of works.
Oh, you just are in a little couple inches of water.
Soaking? Yeah.
Just soapy, nasty water.
Yeah, it's definitely not because somebody put a bunch of pubes in there.
So you know what? I actually packed.
Didn't need that.
I actually packed my
Hey, ladies.
my flip flops, my shower shoes, whatever you call them. Mm-hmm. And I had bought those years ago because I had heard about, like, if you used a public shower, you could get athlete's foot.
Yeah.
Tough acting to acting.
And I got thinking this morning, I haven't heard about athlete's foot in a long. Was that just a scare thing that didn't really exist?
I definitely had it at one point.
What
and
is it?
So did I.
Sucked.
It's just a rash.
Yeah, but it itches like
It does itch.
crazy.
Yeah, like when I was in high school.
That's a big football two-a-days thing.
Yeah.
Like you kind of get athlete's foot the first week, and then you're done. You're
Yeah.
over it.
And then others, you could give the athlete's foot to someone else if you're showering?
Yeah, but it at least in my experience, like it's not like you had to rub your foot on them. It would just get in the shower.
Yeah.
Like the fungal bacteria or whatever would just be in the shower, and like our whole team had it for a week.
And this is gross,
Oh no.
and I don't care. But we were talking about peeing in the shower the other day. And I'd always heard peeing on your feet gets rid of athlete's foot.
Like a jellyfish.
I don't know. So that's why I've always...
You're supposed to pee on a sting.
That's what I always heard.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, even when our shower kind of backs up a little bit...
You've been peeing in there?
I'll just pee.
And I'm the bad guy.
I'm helping your feet. So you're welcome, actually.
Is anybody else on my side here?
With what?
I mean, the pee's going down.
Okay, but you're filling the drain with piss.
And yeah,
I would
it
never
goes-
do that.
It's not. You're not getting into my water,
Okay.
are you?
No, but I
That'd
mean,
be
I get in
weird.
pretty close afterward.
That would be weird.
Sports Fear, today is the Michael Jordan of the Birmingham Barons birthday of Day 1 DF number 286. An occasional Dragon Den visitor, Matt Hintz. You know him well. Good dude. I met him at my kid's graduation.
Ah, okay. The one you left early?
No, I stayed for the whole thing. Matt Hintz, his last name begins with an H. He was out of there like in a half hour.
Him's not that
And he's
far
like
after
laughing
age.
at me
Yeah.
while he left. Like cackling. That I was, and it's like 1,000,000 degrees, outdoor stadium,
COVID.
Yeah.
COVID. His wife did not wake him up in a special way because she's likely piloting new passengers into the Mile High Club.
Whoa.
But she did send a long, cheesy note to be read. Happy birthday, Matt. May you always remember I am and will always be younger than you. Which is not really an own for a lady to say because you want to have the younger lady.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Not me, but most.
Well, you say that, but your wife is younger.
I know, but if I could do it all over again, I would.
Okay. You wish she was older.
I would absolutely target like 49. Rob,
anyway,
what do you know? Hook me up.
His leaders are Dan, Jake, Cringe Stories, and Heart Attack Man. More house tips from Blake, more Jeff Kavanaugh, and less Aggie bashing.
Yeah, Jake, you need to settle down with that.
Okay. This guy. Cringe story. I told you guys that I saw somebody shooting up behind Vaughn's.
Yeah.
This morning I went to Ralph's because it was open earlier and I needed to get some Chloraseptic, a little throat spray. And I saw a guy in the parking lot urinating in a gallon bottle. He had a car.
You know what? That's nice that he wasn't just doing it in the parking lot.
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
Putting it in a bottle.
I don't know what his plan was post-act. Like, was he going to dump it out? Does he carry it? But I was leaving the parking lot at 6:02 a.m. and there's a guy just with his penis in a gallon bottle.
Did you get hard?
Rock.
Hopefully we can crowdsource a Dumb Zone remote to San Antonio.
Not happening.
That's from Frenchie Day 4, number 2486. My question, my thought, instead of not happening was, how many 690s would we have to gather together?
I was going to say, let's see your offer.
Yeah. Like if you got 10 dudes that said, I'll throw in 690, are we there?
Happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So Jake can be
the
bought.
tide has turned.
3 dudes? We're just negotiating here.
Sure.
Okay.
They got to cover room and board. And Matt has to drive us.
This is the third one that I missed yesterday, so I'm sorry. Uncle Hotmail, my brother Jimmy Miller. It's his Jimmy Carter birthday.
He's 100.
You may remember Jimmy from his time working on The Norm Show.
I do remember him. Good Longhorn.
Or by getting his Ragonk sign on game day at the Harvard-Yale game.
Awesome.
I've sent some money to the show's Venmo.
Received.
So that you would be able to purchase Jake his very own toiletries. The bar of soap should be reserved for when it's just you.
Thank you.
In the shower. Body wash for group showers is a must. No doubt Blake's face is going to break out if he keeps using Jake's ball soap on his face.
Yeah. I didn't know we had a group shower sitch going on. Had I known, I would have left my bar of soap at home.
Keep moosin'. This is from Bruce, or his tag or his handle is at butt chuggin' since '99. So
the original, yeah. Yeah, I thought about this a lot, and unsurprisingly, I feel like this is Blake's fault. I don't think you bring a bar of soap in and leave it there to just be like, hey, I'm the only one who's going to use this.
I think if you leave it there...
in my mind, I was just like, oh, they left a bar of soap.
So I didn't want to use the community
hey, are you done with this water? Can I have some? You just left it here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you just left it.
Right.
I don't care.
Let me take a birthday break because I have a lot of other emails. This viewer mail is from the great Lana Beck. She says, Business Wednesday, while Nestle owns both water products, it is much more economical to source water regionally. Arrowhead equals Colorado, Cali, Canada Springs, and Canada. Ozarka is Texas. Definitely different taste and mineral content. Hashtag Blake is right.
Thank you.
Oh, and don't get COVID.
Oh.
I don't think we have COVID. Jake thought he had COVID.
Yeah, I'm not going to check. I'm just going to give it to everyone. seems like the safest play.
A lot more water emails. So Blake,
Oh, no.
remember Blake's
So many.
Blake's big idea is this. What is your water?
Arrowhead.
Okay, you love Arrowhead. It's only sound. It's got mountain spring water. Some BS. And it's on sale at Vons for $4.99, or maybe it's even $3.99
$3.99.
for a case of 24.
Hell of a deal.
And then so he has bought 20 of these and has loaded up the DZRV for the ride home. And I said, man, that's going to cost us extra money because of the gas in taking extra cargo. And he says, no, because Jake won't be there. How much do you weigh? 200?
Unfortunately, right at about 200 right now. Yeah.
Okay. And Blake said, well, that water, that'll just offset. And I nodded, thinking that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Well, there are people listening that don't just nod and believe everything that they hear.
They have calculators.
no.
It would appear.
Jameson says after research, each case of Arrowhead weighs roughly 25.4 pounds,
No way.
which is 24.4 pounds of water plus packaging. I don't know what he's saying there. Anyway, he adds it all up and he says that would equal 508 pounds.
Damn it.
Garrett emailed in
Your favorite.
that 20 would be 480 bottles of water. He did 16.9 fluid ounces, weighing 1.08 pounds each. He says that would equal 518 pounds, but they're both within 10 pounds of each other.
Yeah.
What we're looking at here is 500 pounds, so 300 extra pounds. I've done the research,
Yeah.
and that would be approximately $2,000 more in gas on the way. So you're paying.
Here, can I fix this wrong?
What?
The point is you're paying so much for this goddamn water that you need to mule.
You know what? You're right. I'm being a bad person. Why don't I just fly back and save the weight, and then I'll come get it from the house Friday. Deal?
I'm so glad this is our last day.
I know. I hate Blake now.
I don't
Hey,
know.
yesterday.
You know, the hard thing about it is just that I'm a team player. You know, and to have that be smirched is just, it's tough.
Oh, let me get back to a couple birthdays.
No acknowledgement of me being a team player. It's fine.
You're not riding back on the RV. You're not a team player.
Nope.
Okay.
Did you check in for your flight?
No. I'm going to have to sit in Phoenix for 6 hours, guys. You'll be hanging out together.
Good day, Uncle Meathole.
Meathole?
DF number 208, Kyle Roethlisberger, writing in to wish Chris a happy birthday. We did the 690 sit-in with our good Plano homie, Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Sorry we didn't bring gifts, but we're more bug chasers.
Didn't
It's
get
Chris's
different.
Brandon Aubrey plus Darren McFadden birthday. So he's hoping for a moose reverse moose combo tonight. Hope y'all stack the RV to the brim Nate Newton style and make it THC DZRV. His leaders are Jake's dog cyst projectile secretion, Rocky 5 AIDS realism, and the Lake House threesome. Happy birthday, Tofi, from Kyle Roethlisberger. Tio Correo Caliente, hoy es mi cumpleaños de Reno Maje, hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. Mis líderes son los huevos de Marcelo Gallardo
Why?
Sr., Hot Spice, Oatmeal Pizza y Jeff Skin Wade. Os quiero a todos y vamos River Plate, from Tommy Ginsburg Jr. Not Tommy Ginsburg, like
Okay.
you might have thought,
I might have thought, yeah.
but it's Junior.
He's a good dude. You know Spanish.
Hello, guys. I hope this email finds you at a standard level of happiness. My husband, Justin, is 43. He listens to your podcast every day, but doesn't claim to be a day one poser. We are very familiar with the RV life, as we are full-time RV travelers.
Damn, that's young for that.
Originally from the DFW area, we are now on the road full-time and currently listening to you from southern Colorado. Thank you for keeping my husband occasionally entertained. From Justin's loving wife, Allison.
The best we can do.
My brother, Alan Stein. It is his Randy White birthday. Leaders are Roger Staubach, Vince Young, and Ken Burns.
Eclectic.
He wants more TC from Craig and Austin. And final birthday email, Dear Gashmasher.
Okay.
Have my video. I have a viewer mail video I'll need for this one, Rob. Have that ready. Sam Bailey here.
It's not of mashing gash, is it?
My good friend Chris Plonty. Oh, no. Yeah, this will come next. Plonty is turning 40. His leaders are Jake's Canal Side Buffet Table and Julie. Doesn't have anyone to make him up in a special way, so he moosed himself this morning. He's very flexible.
Your other hand, though.
He shares a birthday with
got a
my
toy.
wife, Molly.
Okay.
He's
So
got a
happy
toy.
birthday to her or whatever, I guess. That's from Sam Bailey. So he's more concerned with his friend, Chris Plonty.
For what it's worth, Matt says, please tell Blake.
Hey, what's going on?
What?
This goes out to the
Please tell Blake that AD is not after death. It is Anno Domini, Latin for Year of Our Lord. I mean,
Yeah, I
dude,
didn't
will
think
you
it was
tell Blake?
English.
Please tell Blake.
Well, I got probably
Even though it's something that all of us screwed up.
like 10 of these.
Yeah.
But I wanted to highlight the one I got from Cam because he says, if you ever need an expert to consult with regarding obscure Latin phrases as it relates to historical timekeeping specific to potential messianic figures, feel
Call
free
me.
to give me a call.
Yeah, we'll call you, Cam. That sounds great.
Actually, someone else had emailed me, Carter, about, is it Bill Masterton? The only
Yeah,
NHL
hockey.
on ice fatality?
Yeah.
He said, since you guys have said hockey players are the most superstitious of all the athletes, I would speculate the retirement of the number has to do with making sure no one ever wore the number of the guy who died on the ice rather than celebrating his 40-game career. Carter then says, if you guys ever need a retired number expert,
Oh my
feel free to
God.
reach out.
Okay, that's a great bid.
I'm getting a lot of those lately. So,
That's very good. That's very good.
and now, actually, I did want to play the. So somebody had sent us a video. Let me see if I have the guy's name. This is from Chase Brown, who sent us this video/audio. Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, what's going on? This goes out to the Dumb Zone. This is Anthony Anderson, and I want to congratulate Dan, Jake, a.k.a. Hot Spice, and Blake for making it out safely to Oxnard, California in the DZRV for their first cowboy training camp as hosts of the Dumb Zone. Oh, yeah, Dan, I'm also happy to know that you like McGriddles now. Peace.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Cameo apparently still. I think they ended up in court.
Who?
Cameo, not Antoine.
With what?
I don't
what?
know. It's like anything, and that's why I know we're okay. They made like a lot of money, like really quickly. Those people usually end up in court. We've made nothing, so probably safe from another court thing. Antoine, though, that's cool. We saw him one time talking to Tim Brown while we were talking to Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, that's right. He was at the golf tournament.
Probably, pound for pound, my favorite season of television of all time. Season 4 of The Shield.
Was he also in Harold and Kumar? Was he the guy at the White Castle at the drive-thru?
That sounds right, yeah, but that was pretty early on. I wonder if I could play this scene. Am I up, Blake?
Go for it.
Is this going to get us booted?
Probably.
Probably, then I won't do it. Season 4, though, is when Antoine, gets to Shane.
It's hard for me to remember.
And Season 5
I
is
just know the Shield
Forrest Whitaker.
is
Captain.
very underrated.
Oh, my God, dude.
Which one was Glenn Close after Forrest Whitaker?
4, with Antoine.
Okay.
I want to say, yeah.
Great
They
show.
Brought in the Lazy Eye.
Yeah. Cameo.
Yeah, right. Like I remember, your Soroy, Julie, maybe even like Donovan was doing it. And I'm like, I don't know, something.
It feels.
But even like Troy was doing it, and it was like $1,000.
Right. No, if I was going to do it, I would not want to do it. I don't know. It just seems pretty spare. Now, don't mark this audio because, like, I'll
We
be
may
on
end up
there,
there, yeah,
to
yeah.
2 months. Like,
No
hey,
doubt.
man, happy birthday.
Dan from the Dumb Zone.
How you doing? I don't know, man. It just seems. It's like.
That's like we were talking about with asking for players.
It seems like selling your Super Bowl ring or something.
I would sell that the next day, dude.
Would you?
Yeah. Literally nothing is worth anything more than someone will give you for it. Like, why? What are you gonna do with it?
You don't have any sentimental value
No.
to anything?
Nope. None.
I'll give you $20 for your pizza jacket.
Well, I mean, I would sell it to you, but it's not going to be for $20.
So there is a price for the Micah Parsons pizza jacket.
Or one of the kids. I don't give a shit. Like, let's talk. They're white. They're super pure. Blake's coming up with the number.
For the youngest one, you may have to pay me.
I know. That's kind of part of the problem. Be a freight charge.
We got another email from a guy who wants to play you in college football, Blake. Are you up for challenges?
Let's do that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I fell asleep the one time that you were apparently available for recreation.
Man, my room is an absolute mess, and so every day, these fucking guys, especially Matt,
Okay.
he's the problem.
Uh-oh. First blemish for Matt?
Oh, no. The campaign takes a hit.
Migba. Matt is great, but
But, Migby.
so the whole thing is, and I know what they're doing behind my back. I know these guys. They huddle up and who's going to tell him? And then they all nominate Matt to tell him because Matt doesn't have to work with me next week.
Okay.
And so Matt, this was like 5 days ago. He's like, yeah, we've been talking about, I think we might be able to make the trip in 2 days because it was a 3-day trip out here.
Oh.
And I knew Blake had planted this in his head.
Yeah.
Because Blake's got to get back to his wife. He has to see his
What a homo.
I know. Queen.
Jeez. We are wearing on each other. Go on.
So Matt's like, yeah, we're thinking about leaving, and we're going to leave at. He said it would be 5:30, and he goes, but that's 7:30 Dallas, and I thought,
Yeah.
you know what? I mean, I don't prefer that, but I want to get up, get moving, eat. But that is when we left to get here, so I think that's fair. I am pretty much staying on Dallas time. I'm still waking up at 7.
Sure.
6:45 or 7, that's when I've been getting up every day. I'm actually sleeping great out here.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, okay, I can do that. And then we talked about it again like a day or two later. And it was like, oh, yeah. So we agree we're leaving at 5. And that's 7. And I'm like, I know he specifically said 5 because I put it in my head the other day that it was the exact time we were leaving on Sunday. So I really, my schedule didn't change. But okay, all right. And then in my head, I'm like, I guess I can adjust to that. All right, I'll give these guys that. Fine. And so we're at dinner last night. And then our writer friend was asking what we're doing and when we're leaving and stuff. And he's like, oh, yeah. Well, we're leaving at 4 a.m. Thursday. I'm like, wait. He's now backed it up.
Yeah, I didn't even do the half hour on that.
No, didn't even
increment.
half hour me.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's just like we've already all talked about it.
Hey,
and
Rowdy.
These guys are all nodding and
bring him
everything's
in
cool. And
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, dude.
You want to hop on camera real quick?
Remember when you were at that strip club?
yeah, say hi. There's
Whoa, here
it's
he
Rowdy.
is. It's Rowdy.
Rowdy of the Cowboys.
There's your display monitor.
I think he was not the guy
He's
at the
touching
club.
me.
No.
That was a different Rowdy.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. Although maybe he wants to be known as the guy at the club.
All right, you can go.
You don't have to go. You just stand there all
You want to sit here?
do all you want. He is rowdy.
All right, man.
What were we just talking about? Oh, yeah. So now, like, I imagine they're going to be pulling me out of bed at, like, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call you.
You should just stay up.
The thing is, we had said...
Don't look at me. I thought it'd be funny.
I was thinking, if we could clear the RV bed...
Yeah.
I will absolutely go sleep there, pack tonight, and then all of a sudden I'll, like, kind of wake up because I'll feel it moving a little.
Like a child.
Yeah, and I'm on board with that. Then I'd never have to move. Want me to do that? Want me to try and sleep in the RV bed?
You're going to hate it.
Yeah,
Really?
so...
Yeah.
Will it
So
be a
just to be
million
clear,
degrees out there?
so
Yeah, there's
they're
no
going to move all
airflow.
their stuff around, completely reorganize all the equipment that he
He's
brought
got all
out
his
here.
gear back there.
He'll probably
Does
have to. He probably can't go to sleep.
And there's
And
6
he'll
cases
move
of water
everything.
on the bed.
So,
No, I'll
yeah,
get
now
up.
there's
I'll get up.
There's 518 pounds of water that he has to
Sorry.
deadlift so that Dan can get a little hour nap before his next McGriddle.
I'll get up. The point is, these guys keep moving the goalposts.
Okay,
on
but
me.
there's no show to do. Just stumble onto the RV and we can leave. And then
Don't
you
have
can
to
go
mess
right
with
back
me.
to sleep.
I know I don't have to mess with you. I want to mess with you. I love messing with you. And you're leaving me with these guys.
I know.
You're the only one that's somewhat on my side at times.
I know. I thought about that.
Because Rob is over there with Matt. He's got a new best friend. He don't care about us at all.
Yeah.
And Blake is like a chameleon. You know how he like
Totally.
agrees with whoever he's with.
Totally.
Like if he's with me and you, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, Rob and Matt,
That guy
are
sucks.
dicks."
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
2 of them and 1 of you, so
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
why don't you
No.
wake your ass up?
Yeah.
I will admit that's the
And he
worst
wants
part
to
of
be
this.
liked by the guys
But it sucks
that are like
too because
men.
it sucks too because like I swear to God, whenever I was with my family this weekend, also another time that I deserted the show, I was like, man, I miss my boys. And now I'm like, I'm leaving, and I'm gonna get charged with being a deserter, when in reality I want to be with you guys. You know?
Yeah, that makes us feel better.
Yeah, it's great. I just got a text. So this will prove that I haven't talked to my wife very much.
I don't
So-
think anybody was really looking for that to be verified. I think
Okay,
we all
well, you
believed
know
it.
I didn't call her until 5 days in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sunday to Thursday. Correct.
Yeah. We did a little texting.
Texting.
Yeah. Want to see some saggy balls?
Did you ask her to touch it?
Yeah, absolutely no one
Have you
prefaces
touched it
that.
today?
Dude, we should all fire off a sex tonight and see what happens.
Hey, will you touch it for me?
Hey, you want these nuts? Just to see what happens. What do you got?
Anyway, she just texted me, when are you coming home today? I think she thinks I'm
Oh.
coming home today. But the thing is, I told Blake this yesterday. So I think it was yesterday. So after 5 days, I thought another 5 days, then I'll call her again. But I went out on a walk, get a lot of steps in while making some calls. It's great.
Yeah.
So I called her, but it went to voicemail. And my wife is, I know her game. And I know, like, if she's on the phone with her mom, she doesn't know how to put it on hold without hanging up on her.
Right.
So she will just let it go to voicemail. And it was prime time where she could talk. It was like 4 or 5 p.m. And then she called me back, but now I was in the car on the way to dinner with the guys.
No go.
And I can't answer it then. But I figured I'm good because I called. Even though she called me back literally 5 minutes later.
You've already checked the box.
Like,
Yeah.
just that I attempted, and she knows. And then now I get apology text from her, like, I'm so sorry I missed your call. And I'm like, who's the winner? Like,
Yes.
I'm
Fantastic.
like, God, you know I have limited time. You know we're busy out here.
I love it.
We're mining for gold. We're doing like, I'm at the whims of the Cowboys schedule. I don't know that it's a practice.
Maybe you've heard of them.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys.
So
That's great.
So somehow
Well
she
done.
ends up she's upset that she
God, I
has
miss that feeling.
of winning.
Yeah. I'm siphoning off a little bit just hearing you talk about it, and it's been a long time. Wake up. It's first day of kindergarten. I'm like, I'm awake already. Just tell me when it's time to talk.
All right, so I think we're looking for Cowboy Player Man in about a half hour.
Who knows?
Ish.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, so let's work in a break so we can drain the main vein. Broadcasting live today on the internet and, of course, live to tape for our good friends listening through Patreon.
The Dumb Zone.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
This is not you today.
The Dumb Zone.
The Dumb Zone.
The
Not as
Dumb
much,
Zone.
no.
The Dumb Zone.
The Dumb Zone.
The Dumb Zone.
No, I think your voice sounds great.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
It's after you got erect after seeing that guy pee in that water thing.
Yeah, it's our last day out here at Cowboy Training Camp. What's your favorite moment, guys? What are you thankful for? Go around the table. What's your favorite part of training camp this year? I haven't thought of this. I just thought of it now. I think it's just spending time with my friends.
I was going to say, yeah, just the bonding.
I was going to say playing NCAA and Madden in my room by myself.
Everyone's got their thing, man. That's okay. I was, probably my haircut.
I know what yours is already, and you won't say it on the air.
Go on.
Oh. He's got... Well, I don't know if he wants it up.
You said before the show that you missed Pornhub.
I think that was on the show.
No.
Wasn't it?
No.
I'm like, yeah.
So we know what... Yeah, Jake was like holed up in his room for like 12 hours yesterday. And
Now we know why.
Just every hour, like, shake two. I'm like, well,
yeah.
time to punch the clock.
So it's there, though, huh? It's all its glory? You just
Oh,
kinda
you
just
don't
get
know.
right in there?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm up there studying, man.
It's just...
studying the Cowboys.
It's just a very easy...
I'm studying their
Easily
DVOA.
navigationable browser. Defense value over adjusted.
You think I didn't know that? I didn't. That's why Jake is here, to tell me everything that I don't know. And then Blake is here to tell us things that the two of us don't know.
Correct.
And so on, and we go to Rob, and then you go right up to Matt, who knows everything. We are considering... I mean, if Matt would do it, I don't know that we want to sign the contract today, but you were talking about doing this again next year already.
I think so.
Well, let's see how he gets us back first.
Yeah, we have to. We were going to book Matt on today's show, and then that's what Blake's thought was. Let's do it next week.
You're ready to hand him the award now. I just want to see the end of the season.
Well, you did say he's the MVP.
He's the front runner for sure.
But if we can't get home,
but if that generator doesn't work on the way back again,
that's not his fault. It's not his fault.
RV problems are.
And
yeah, they are not our fault.
And that's not. I didn't.
All we know is it's not our fault.
I didn't buy the RV.
And I mean, to me, it's a huge, huge thing that you guys are going to be about 518 pounds less on the way home. Now, do I want to do that? No. But
We're
I'm
not 518 pounds. We're 300 pounds more. We're losing 200 pounds. We're gaining 500.
I just want to help you guys out. I mean, it could be 700.
Yeah, okay, that's cool that you would say that. Jake, of course, is...
enjoy your first class and air
First
conditioning
class.
and internet.
You know what's
you're
funny
gonna
is,
buy.
he's not even going home to his wife and kids. He's just going to boys' weekend.
TC actually asked me the other day if I would be mad if he got a free complimentary upgrade. I'm like, yeah, of course I would be.
And didn't give it to you? Or
No, like for him.
Oh.
I guess if you have the credit card and you're...
For what? For the flight?
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be on the flight together, are you?
No, but I think it probably qualifies for both.
Are you taking an RV back?
Okay.
Oh, you're flying home.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
In fact, someone was asking me yesterday because I have to... So I get back, as you guys know. So I'm driving from California to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday, I'm driving from Dallas to New York to take my daughter to college.
Okay.
I know.
Beating.
Oh, I guess Blake and I will just figure it out. I want to
Well,
play.
It's fun.
I guess somebody should. I just thought I could get my first day off of the show ever. But if
You went to France.
If I'm the one guy that doesn't get a vacation,
You
that's
did go to
true. I
France.
did have 2 shows that I didn't do.
Yeah.
Right? 2 shows.
Okay. You're irreplaceable.
That's the thing.
You just mean too much to our show.
It means more.
But anyway, he was like, "Oh man, I bet you're glad at least you're not driving in the RV to New York." And I said, "No, I'm not glad. Like just the stress of driving.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind the RV trip. I really, oddly enough, don't mind it. Besides having to leave at 2 effing in the morning.
It's not too,
It's that I'm laying there, I'm reading San Bertigliano facts, I'm on my phone, I'm doing whatever. Like, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Like, if I could just travel everywhere if we could get the Angelo Cataldi deal and have a driver, that would be great. What if Matt would just drive us every day to wherever we had to go? I bet he would. That's how cool that guy is. And then he would just sit in the parking lot to wherever our remote is or something, and he'd just do his business. He's on the computer.
Trading.
Numbers are happening and stuff. And in the time that we went somewhere for a 690 remote, he would have made 10 times that much.
Easily.
On internet with whatever he does.
Yeah.
I wish he would teach us about stuff.
What's up, man?
Business. Yeah, come
No,
on
you're
in.
good. Come
Oh,
on.
no, don't.
Yeah, no.
You're good.
What's up,
Come on
man?
in.
I'm Jake. Jordan, nice to meet you, bro.
Hey, man. Dan.
Hey, Blake. Hey, good to
Blake.
meet you.
That's Rob. We got a headset down there for you. And what we have
We got
here,
you a tumbler.
That's tough. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, we have a little tumbler for you to your
And,
right.
and some mints.
Can you get this from Best Buy?
No,
this camera?
Unique item.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Jourdan Lewis. He is a real live Dallas Cowboy. Fresh off of training camp practice. Your second one with the Rams.
Yes.
Do you like that?
Yeah. You get to beat up on somebody else, you know.
Instead of friends?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Any fights or anything? That's what we usually look forward to, like when a different team comes in here. Yeah.
No, I think we get in serious trouble nowadays. It's not like the early 2000s. You can't just fight everybody.
Yeah, the Giants and
Lions
found that out, right?
Yeah.
2-1K.
No, you can't do that. No.
Did you guys get like a team?
We did. Yeah.
After that, they
Come
set
on,
you
bro.
guys down and were like, all right, this is dollars.
Yeah. The dollars amount. You can't do that no more. So you gonna foot the bill. You start fighting out here. So.
Have you ever been fined?
All the time. Yeah.
For what?
Anything from uniform to headbutting somebody.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's expand on these. So what was the uniform thing?
Like not having your pads on your knees and stuff like that, not having your socks pulled up all the way, different things like that. So you get fined every game.
How much?
Do you wear knee pads?
I do not.
So what's the problem?
You got to have them like it got to look. It has to look like they're over your knees. Like your pants have to be over your knees.
Okay.
And how much is the fine for that?
That's $6,000.
Jeez.
Dang.
$6,000.
So, and you just say I'm writing it off for every game?
I kind of get a. Y'all stealing my tricks, man. I gotta go out there and play a season and try to trick these officials and stuff like that. But yes, I pull them down. We get checked before the game, and then our equipment manager Dylan, he comes around and tells us, okay, you're good, and I roll them back up.
Okay.
I would think even like when you're just running, they would roll up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
so
already.
You can blame it on that too. I was in a game.
Okay.
You can appeal. I don't know how many times you can appeal, but I think I've done it more than once.
So, and then fine for the other. What was the other thing?
I got in a little scuffle, and I headbutted a guy.
Yeah.
It was out of character. I don't know.
Heat of the moment?
Between the lines.
Yeah, it
Bullets
was.
are flying?
No, the between the lines, the whistle was done.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to alibi.
I know, yeah. So I deserved that one. I took that one on the chin. I didn't try to appeal that one though. So that was actually against the Giants too. So I don't know what it is. The Giants just attract fights.
And when you appeal, does it like, hey, my agent will handle the appeal, or do you have to like go in and act like you're
Yeah,
all-
so I tell my agent I want to appeal this or something like that, and then we go there and appeal it. And I get a letter if they say my appeal was accepted or granted, or if it wasn't. I got the big tally of how much I owe.
How much in fines for your career? Do you know? Over 100,000?
No. Probably
Okay.
like 30 maybe.
Okay.
30's not bad for 8 years.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Amon Ra was on the pivot and said that you're a talker.
Hold on.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Well,
Here.
if you didn't, we're gonna play it.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, if someone else didn't hear it, I got
I'm
it.
from Detroit, bro. People was gonna send it to me.
Okay, yeah.
Who's your least favorite DB to face?
Least favorite.
One guy that comes to mind is Jourdan Lewis, I think is his name, from the Cowboys.
Yeah, I can hear that.
I don't talk much unless someone's going to talk to me. You know, I block hard, I do all that. But he was talking crazy, like some shit I've never heard before.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, hold on. Like, I'm gonna have to go hard on this. Like, he was talking crazy out of pocket. Even Jamo heard it too. He was coming in. At that point, it's like, I don't know what he's saying. I'm trying to make plays, win the game. I'm not worried about him. But once he starts talking like that, it's if I do get a chance to kill him, I'm gonna kill him.
Something Amon Ra St. Brown has never heard before.
Yeah, I'm not gonna expound, but
Oh,
I like. We gotta play.
how'd you know where I was going?
I don't know. As soon as you play the clip, I knew exactly. What was going. But I knew that. I know I'm playing him again, so I gotta. You know what I mean? I can't give you all of my secrets. See, you trying to get all my secrets. I can't give to you.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool that they're good now.
Yeah, it is, and I like the fact that he said the least favorite. That's I didn't know that part. I like that.
Like you
part.
got in his head.
Yeah, I like that. That's exactly.
You're never
why I
supposed to
didn't.
admit that.
No, he did. No, I can't stop.
Is that always part of your game? Just
No,
chatter.
No. Certain people. If I have some type of like vendetta, like anybody from Detroit, you know, I'm from Detroit.
Okay.
Detroit didn't pick me. I love Dallas. Don't get me wrong, but I mean it's just Detroit, you know. So and they're good now. So I'm just like, I'm gonna talk mess to their best receiver.
So as the draft was there, you were like, that'd be cool to be picked by my favorite team.
It would have been cool, but it worked out because they had like 3 different like regime changes since I've been drafted. So
you still get to play on Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, and AT&T is not in Ford Field, so I'm not. Take that as you will.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's it was a blessing to be in Dallas, definitely. So I'm glad I am where I am. I get to play Detroit every once in a while.
It's got to be kind of weird growing up there. Like for us, we're from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was like Houston rap music was.
Yeah.
Was it just like you had to love Eminem and Royce and all that? Or was it
not so much as Eminem. It was a lot of different influential artists that that we listened to that grew up around where we grew up. Not saying that Eminem didn't, but he was just he was like the outlier. Of course, he was a mainstream guy, but we had our own like underground scene that we listened to, and the guys that on the Lions, some of them hang out with him, and I'm kind of jealous. So
not much going on in Dallas.
We got some stuff. We got Big X to plug and stuff like that.
Big fan.
Yeah, Mexican OT. Yeah, so we got some guys.
So I've never had a chance to ask another Cowboys defensive back about this, but Anthony Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You keep in touch?
That's one of my best friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tattoo.
Yeah. The chip.
Yeah.
The chip. Yeah.
Is it a joke?
No, he has a chip on his shoulder.
I know, but.
No, he literally has a chip on his shoulder.
I know, but
it's a Pringles.
It's a
chip,
ruffle.
Right?
It's a
chip. Or ruffles.
It's
okay.
a ruffle with ruffles. Yeah.
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 It's like
but
the
he's
funniest
saying, is he
tattoo
doing
I've
it
ever.
like ironic? Like that's
ironic.
not what that
chip.
means.
It's literally it's a chip. It's irony. Yes, it's irony.
Like he
I mean,
realizes he didn't think the saying was about potatoes.
It's an entendre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can say
Double,
a chip. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So he has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it. You know
it's
what I
a
mean?
great tattoo.
Definitely underrated guy, man. He wasn't appreciated when he was here. How well he held it down, and we saw when me and him went down. How hard it was for the guys to get a corner rotation that worked. So he's definitely one of my favorite corners to watch because I know how hard he is and how hard he works and how efficient he is at corner, and he doesn't really get noticed for it. He only gets noticed when things are getting bad. I mean, but that's the Cowboys.
It's also DBs.
Yeah, you're not gonna see when we're doing good all the time.
Yeah.
Unless we get an interception or something like that. So.
Yeah.
And then if you are doing good, sometimes it's like, well, they don't have any passes defensed. Well,
Yeah.
it's because they're not going to throw at you.
Yeah.
So
I think Dion was targeted like 10 times in a full season one year.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
what's Harbaugh like?
Oh, man.
We're very amused by him.
Really?
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite persons.
Yeah, well, no,
One
I
of my
love that
favorite
he.
people. Yeah,
I like to wear the same thing every day. Does he do that?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Khakis with a black belt.
Okay.
Yeah, and he wears his cleats on the airplane, on the charter plane.
Really?
Swear to God. That's a true story.
What's the point of that?
Game ready.
That's to get the mindset. You see your head coach on the chartered plane with I'm sorry, excuse my French.
Yeah,
I think you're fine.
Okay,
You're good
with,
here.
with cleats on, like it's like, oh shit, we want to go play a football game. You know what I'm saying? Like that is him. He's intense, 110%. Like he will coach without getting paid. That's what he loves to do.
Yeah, I'd
He
like to
loves
see
it.
that. He ain't gonna do that. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm just messing around.
He's a crazy man. It's a fine line. It's like genius and then like psychotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that
He's right there.
teetering. He's teetering.
Yeah, there was that video of him the other day, like on the sled.
He was on the sled, beginning of camp, and I know, God bless the Chargers. I know they having it rough. I know they got it rough right now.
So you committed to Michigan before Harbaugh, and then he came in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know the transfer portal wasn't like it is now back then, but
we actually had a few people transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as soon as you met Harbaugh, were you like, okay, I love this guy. I'm staying.
Yeah, I liked that. He had a pro approach. I mean, the practices were crazy. We practiced 4 hours in the spring, and we got an Ironman trophy. We made it all the way through spring, so it was crazy. But you can tell, if you lasted, you will win. And he had a system in place to where he understood how to win, and he understood how to get people going for the game and stuff like that. So if you stayed, which a lot of people transferred, for their 5th year and stuff like that, and you can see the bearings of his fruit. He knows how to win. So,
What do you think about the portal now and NIL
it's
and all
free
that?
agency now, bro.
Do you like it?
It's free game. For the guys that can take advantage of it, that understand that they have a value and they can get some money. Yeah, I get it. But the guys that's like on the the lower scale, like the 3 stars or something like that, or the guys trying to get to college, like from high school, it's kind of hard because everybody's looking at transfers. They're looking at 5-year guys and stuff like that. Now they're not looking at the recruits, the kids that are coming from high school and straight to college. So it's kind of hard for those guys. But it's capitalism, honestly. But I know I enjoy it. I like the guys that they're getting money, and I just want them to be smart about it. And I want guys to get fair opportunities to experience the type of experience I had in college, especially guys that's coming from high school straight to college.
What do you tell young guys that get drafted here? Like, is there anything you wish somebody would have told you? That you weren't ready for, or do they prep you pretty well when you get here?
You always gotta find your way through. It's always a specific journey that you have to go through. Being a Dallas Cowboys specifically. And I honestly, I wish somebody would just tell me, just keep your head down, honestly, and worry about football. Because it's a lot of things that goes around in the star, and I'm pretty sure it goes around in a lot of NFL teams. But just staying focused on football. Keeping your head down, trying to learn it as much as possible. I feel like that's something that I wish I would have did, because I saw the stars and stuff like that, and I got too big for myself, and it kind of derailed me for a while. But honestly, I just wish I just go in there and just focus on football, just look at the film and stuff like that, and focus on what really needs to be done, and which is playing football.
Because you will mix it up on Twitter every now and then.
Yeah. I found my balance now.
Right.
I found it as a veteran now. I found that you can got a perfect balance where you can troll a little bit and you can work. So
yes.
I think I found it. I think I found it a little bit.
Is it fun?
Oh, I love it. Oh man, people react. Oh, it's terrible. They hate how I tweet. Well, I enjoy it, man, because I'll just go in there and joke, man, blow off steam, long practice and stuff like that. I just want to see people's reaction.
And then it becomes a story.
Yeah.
People ask you about it.
What do you think of KD, like the way that he tweets?
I hate it.
It's a bit much.
It's too much, man.
He goes right after
you can
people.
tell, but it's not that. It's just that he it's too personal. Like, you can tell
it bothers him.
And people, and when it bothers you, people like me keep bothering you. You know what I'm saying? like Armor Rock. I'm gonna keep bothering you, bro. Like I can tell, like it's getting under your skin.
If I see it got to you,
It's bothering you, man. So I hate that he gets personal with people and stuff like that. It's all in good fun, man. Cause like you can't argue with a fan. They're fanatics.
Yeah,
like they're gonna
short
find
for the word.
They're gonna find a way to rationalize what they're being a fan of. So you can't really.
And they have time.
Today, yesterday, and tomorrow.
Nothing but time and space. Yeah, but you just got to find that right balance, man. I feel like I found it, and I enjoy it.
Bront has given us the wrap up, so just a couple more quick things. Number one,
I mean,
Bront,
you can hang out. If
how do you like Bront?
Can I hang out?
Yeah.
All right, I can hang
Bront?
out. I can hang out.
Did want to ask you about your time with Dez because we love Dez, and I just remember Dez at training camp.
Madman.
They just had a story about how LeBron practices just as hard as he plays, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Dez, as I remember, was full go during practice.
Yeah. It was everything was a full rep. I'm open. It's a run play. I am open. Everything. Yeah. I'm
decoy.
Yeah, I'm open. And give me the ball. Like that was full. That was Dez every day, every week. He was going at it. He was trying to get the ball. He was trying to get better at his craft. And I feel like that's where a lot of people had him misconstrued and just a loudmouth, just and that. But Dez loved football, man. He loved football. He loved playing receiver position. And he loved to compete, man. And that's really what it was. He just wanted to compete and win. And I don't feel like people, really grasped that when he was here.
For me, it was I didn't really get it until I came out here. And the first time I saw him, like in one-on-ones,
working
in
one-on-one
sevens, and I'm like, dude,
audition for this dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
didn't you get into it with him a little bit?
Absolutely. Yeah,
there's clips of you guys.
Yeah, we got into it. That was not the first time either.
Yeah.
No.
Were you a rookie?
I was a rookie. Yeah.
So what was that? Yeah, it's got to be like, whoa.
No.
Okay.
No, I was always out. It was crazy because we had Cole Beasley, we had Terrence Williams, we had guys like Bryce Butler. All of them guys, like they talk. Dez, they talk so much. I've never seen a receiver corps talk as much as those guys did, and it bothered me really bad. And then I would just be like, "Shut up, bro! Like, why are y'all receivers, bro? Y'all soft. Like, why are you talking to me like that? Like, why? I hit you guys. Like, why are y'all talking to me like that?" And they really thought like. Every day, I'm open. You can't check every single one of them, and I'm just like it irritated me because I'm like I'm not used to this, and everybody was competitive, and it was just like Jesus, bro, what is this?
It's fun teams though.
Yeah, it was
Those
fun.
are fun teams.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of talent, man. A lot of talented guys that don't know that Dez and Bees, those guys were lethal. Like Bees was lethal, bro. Like in and out of cuts and stuff like that. He was very lethal, and it was fun going against those guys in practice. And we had Orlando Scandrick too, so.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
and he's not gonna quiet down.
Nah, man. But it was just like they were used to him talking. I'm like, y'all not gonna say nothing to them from talking? I'm like,
they ignore it. They're used to it.
They ignore it. I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, and then that's why you, like, if they knew you didn't like it, they're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, absolutely. They kept at it, and we got into it real big. So. That was fine.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Have you trolled Zeke at all about Michigan being up on the Buckeye now?
Oh no, he knows. I don't really like to gloat like that when it's bad. It's 3 in a row now. What am I talking to you for? It's 3 in a row, bro. Like it's established. We won a championship. We're on the same level
now. Just a couple more things here, real quick. Do you want to roll through our questions?
We could do that. We definitely want to show them the last one.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that first.
We have some just things we debate about on the show, and wanted to see if you could help settle those. One of them I know is back-end parking. Mm-hmm. Where do you stand on that, pro or con?
Back-end parking. I'm not the best parker. My wife tells me that all the time.
They will do that.
Yeah, they'll inform you of what you're not good at.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Does she watch the games real intensely?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Does she post?
Yes, she posts. Not as much as me. It's very subtle. It's not as bad as me. Like when I get on people, so she doesn't like that attention. She's the extrovert. I mean, if she's the introvert, I'm the extrovert. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you're at home and you have to go number 1, do you ever sit down to pee?
No. I have a son that can't see that.
Thank you.
Okay. See, but that's.
Thank you.
We feel like that's
Yeah.
How old?
He's 1.
Okay.
So if he I mean, we about to start potty training, so we can't let him do that.
Good luck. Good luck.
I know. We have our daughter. She didn't have her little, and it was crazy without it. So I can only imagine one with it.
I think I actually started sitting down around the time that my daughter. I have a 5 and a 1.
Yeah,
I think I started sitting down so that she would see it.
Okay.
And be like, oh, that's what you do. Because the first time I ever stood up and I was peeing,
yeah,
she was like, what the hell?
They want to imitate what you're doing.
She's like, how are you doing that? And I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
And then you'll learn. You should try it. Here's what we're saying. Try it, and you might never go back.
Yeah.
Try it. So when I
you can also buy yourself some time.
When I broke my foot, I will say, when I broke my foot and I had to sit down, it was comfortable.
Yeah,
but you stay there too long.
Get on Twitter.
Definitely stay there too long.
Do some stuff.
Troll some fans.
And I can see, and now I see why my wife stays on the toilet 30 minutes. I get it. I definitely get it now.
Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
We did. I gave it to my mom.
Okay, so let's say that you have to clean
because
the dog.
of the little kids.
Yeah, they
why
were
you
too
gave it
small.
away?
They were too
Yeah.
small. Yeah, it was a cane corso, so it was
Big dog.
Yeah.
So you have to clean the dog, and it's not like time to take it to the groomer. My dog gets in some mud. What I do, I take it in the shower with me, but I wear I wear a bathing suit or compression
So you won't
shorts.
shower with the dog.
I will shower with the dog, but I wear I wear bottoms. They think I should do it nude.
Take care of it all. You can clean yourself.
Don't loop me into this, by the way.
We got a water hose that we got a bucket
Fair.
that we can put him outside in. And my mom, she has a washroom. She puts him in there.
Yeah.
Never the shower. We've
But
never
I'm
experienced
clothed.
that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So is your shower upstairs?
1-story home, Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
a-
No.
We got fired last year. So.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Not really, but whatever.
My mother's
It's a ranch style.
shower
Yeah.
is upstairs.
Okay.
So she can't. Yeah. No.
Do you take baths?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Little Epsom
Sometimes.
salt?
Yes. Epsom salt. Absolutely.
Would you take a bath? See, this is not the debate. My debate: baths are fine, especially if you have a nice sized tub.
I'm taking one as soon as we get home today.
There we go.
But he'll take one in a scummy hotel that we're at.
That's kind of psychotic.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is get in the
Do
bathtub.
you imagine all the people that are in that?
That's
Do
what
you
I like
clean
thinking
it?
about.
The
Do you clean
disgusting
it?
feet.
No, I like that.
So
I
you
like-
just get straight off anything. You take clothes off, nothing. Just get in water.
Correct.
Cut what?
Yeah, little bubbles.
No.
Yeah. Maybe a nice glass of vino. I don't know.
You know you can catch stuff like that.
See,
what I've
he
heard.
will
Didn't
eat
clean-
anything.
Okay, let's keep
He'll-
going.
Okay, yeah.
He used my
It's
toothbrush
getting crazy.
earlier this
Yeah,
trip.
he
we had the
used his
same
toothbrush
we had
on
the
the
same
trip.
toothbrush and we were rooming together.
On purpose?
No. Same
Okay.
toothbrush.
Still,
we were
he
rooming
tried
together.
to hide it.
Did
I
it
did try
taste
to-
different?
No, it tastes like a toothbrush.
I mean, breath was on it.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Teeth?
I must have
Tongue?
nice breath.
Hypothetically, let's say that I'm listening to rap music and it's not Eminem. It's not Eminem.
Okay. Okay.
Do I need to edit myself whenever I'm in the car by myself?
If it's not Eminem, even with Eminem, yes, I think so.
Well, he would never do
so.
that.
I heard he did.
It was one time very
I heard he
early
did.
on.
I heard. So you know. You know. Yeah.
course I know.
So okay. There we go.
And you
Okay.
sang it.
Yes.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, I believe in spirits. Yeah.
Encounters?
I don't know. That's kind of weird. Like, why?
I feel like Detroit in general is haunted. So
Yeah, it's a lot of abandoned homes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. But it's weird. Like, why would a ghost, like, spend time and try to haunt people that lives in the home? Like, wouldn't you want to be
See, I thought you were going to say, why would a ghost spend time in Detroit?
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
but
I mean,
you can go anywhere.
It doesn't make sense. You're right.
Go to L.A.
Especially, yes, if you are a ghost, yet somehow you're locked into that area where you died.
Why you
Like,
don't want to
it's-
be friends with
it
people
seems
that
like-
Right.
you want to terrorize the people that we
Makes
could
no
be
sense.
friends, like, make my life easier.
So you believe in ghosts, you just don't think it's logical.
I believe in spirits. I never said ghosts.
Spirits.
Okay. And I think I'm with you on that.
Got you.
Do you want to hit your hypothetical real quick, Dan? Your favorite?
We have a hypothetical on the show, which
Then I'll
is
hand you the phone for the last
can you
thing.
can you
Get the video.
can
Oh,
you
you got
if you were to have two ladies,
Not at the same time.
these are you're not married,
Okay.
and this is a hypothetical.
All right.
It's just fun.
I got you.
One woman, they're both very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
One, 3 years ago, she was 675 pounds. The other one, 3 years ago, was homeless. And she was homeless for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to date one of them. Which one?
The homeless one.
Why is that?
She understands how to, be a minimalist,
Interesting.
Just gets
That's
by.
what it is. She can get by. So
Yeah.
she understands that life as opposed to the 650, 40, 37
75,
pound,
yes.
75 pound. It's greed at this point.
Yeah.
So it's
She worked
an
really hard to get
abundance.
it off, though.
Yeah.
But still, we understand at what point has that greed maxed. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get small so you can do it again?
Interesting.
You know
That's
what
kind
I
of what I
mean?
do, so that makes
You know
sense.
what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like, I want to be with the minimalist.
I
That
would
understands how to live humbly.
And I tend to agree with you, but my thought has always been when this comes up, because he's obsessed with this, is like you're leaving a nice restaurant. Maybe she digs in the trash. I don't know. Just out of
Habit.
We can say she has dementia or something like that. You can't.
Or she runs into a guy who is still afflicted with being unhoused.
Afflicted is a disease.
I don't know. I mean, it's his condition. And she's like, hey, Bob. And they, like, know each other. And then you're like, whoa.
They hug, yeah. They
have, like, a dap-up.
I mean, but if you at the same restaurant with the 675-pound woman.
Maybe that's the day it goes back.
That's a high bill.
There you go.
Yeah, right. That is
you
not
go.
minimalist.
Okay, so we're going to play the video?
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for
have
giving us so much time.
No problem.
Yeah, we have a video that
I've been showing this to as many Cowboy
many of the
players as I
players-
can. This is from, these guys get mad at me if I don't properly date it, 2012.
Okay.
It's a commercial featuring your boss.
12 years ago.
Which boss?
Well,
the only
you'll
one
see.
that matters.
Gotcha.
When I'm at Cowboys Stadium or sitting at home and I hear Papa John's Pizza for Jerry Jones, yo, it lights me up like a Roman candle with toppings and flavor almost too good to handle. Cowboys, 5 stars, what I get. It's like a Papa John's Pepsi, double threat. Get a Papa John's large with up to 5 toppings and a 2-liter Pepsi. People are swapping. Cowboys 5-star combo for $10.99.
Your thoughts?
That's tough. That's a win-win, man.
Yeah, kind of killed it.
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
I can't rap. You talk about it. I can rap. You talk about it. I got a 40-inch vert. You talk about it. I like it.
I love it.
I like it.
I love it.
What's
I like
Jerry
it.
like?
Like that.
Everyone loves him.
Like that. Hell yeah. It's dope, bro.
Like
I haven't seen him get in the air like that.
do you love him right away when you meet him?
Man, it's like, damn, this is what you about. Right away. Yes.
Everyone says that.
Yeah.
They say
right
he's
away.
intense. He's,
Right away.
He makes you feel like $1 million right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
It's money.
That's awesome.
I'm money, bro.
It's great to have a good boss.
Man.
Yeah.
It is, bro. It say what he want to say.
Well, it's great to have you here, and we predict nothing but great things this year. We have 17-0,
20-0.
20-0.
20? Oh, that's
20-0.
right. You're going to keep going. All right. The great Jourdan Lewis.
We lost the preseason game.
Oh, we mean the regular and
Playoff.
postseason.
Gotcha. All right, appreciate
Yeah,
that.
there you
Preseason,
go.
we know that you didn't really have anything to do with it, did you?
I mean, you could consider me as an honorary coach, so
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no.
yeah.
You can have the cup if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
we've
you'd like a
we have a
tumbler?
dumb zone.
I'm taking. I like this. Thank you.
tumbler
so much.
Yes,
if you would
sir.
like.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's immense. A lot of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Enjoy
No
Madden.
problem. Thank you.
It's good this year.
I'm not playing Madden. It is. It is.
Yes.
I'm playing. I want to play college
NCAA.
football until Madden is $20.
Okay, it'll be a while, but it does feel
Damn,
good.
it's gonna be a while.
He's
It
got
is.
the college football.
I got you.
He's been
Is
playing
it better
that
than college
every night.
football?
Right now, yeah.
Really?
The latest patch messed up NCAA.
Yeah. I like the spin.
Well, they took that away.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
I mean,
no
you can
problem.
hang out
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want, but I think they're trying to rush you
Yeah.
out of here.
No, yeah, we good.
Bront is going to yell at us here.
All right, y'all.
What's he like?
Getting me up out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, man.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
y'all.
you, man.
Good to meet you.
There he is.
Good luck. Good times.
Go
Good
Blue.
luck.
Thank you.
All right. There he is. Jourdan Lewis, guys.
Got about double what we expected there.
He's a good
No,
dude.
I think Bront was giving the wrap-up sign to us about a half hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, that's his job. He's doing his job, and we're trying to do our job.
Like, I really think he would have stayed for, like, the news. Like, I was like,
yeah,
what do we do now?
Yeah, I think are we on to the news now?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
So news from back home.
I would have actually liked to have him.
I know.
Like, it feels like he would have commented on everything.
That's why I didn't know. I didn't know. I could feel the lurk.
No, but then he kept doing it, but then he kept saying no. So who do I listen to?
I know. Richardson and Dallas PDs have put out notices for parents to be on alert after 2 suspicious situations targeting kids.
What do we got?
Attempted kidnappings with school coming back. Yeah. They say that they do not believe the 2 incidents are related, but with more kids out walking and biking to school, they're putting out the, hey, talk to your kids.
Are people still kidnapping? It just feels like it's...
Honestly, that's why I wanted to do this story.
Like, there's so much surveillance out there. There's so many,
Almost every kid has a phone, exactly.
Yeah, how are you going to get away with it? I mean, I haven't thought about it.
That's the deterrent.
Keeping the kidnappers down, like always.
That's right.
But it is weird, like, today was the first day of kindergarten for Nora. And...
Oh, and you weren't there?
And you weren't there.
No, I was with you guys because I care about you guys.
Was that a big deal?
But you're rushing home.
No, it was super cool.
You're rushing home, right?
Everyone was really pleased.
Yeah, you probably should just rush home to see how it was. By way of...
how long have we been going?
Oregon.
We've done? Not long enough.
Yeah, it's weird, though. Like, my kid, we've talked about it a little bit. She's highly verbal, but on the spectrum. And that presents some challenges when it comes to new people. So, on one hand, you want to impart to them, like, don't be shy. But then you're like, am I over-promoting don't be shy to a point where they are susceptible to the stranger? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want her to clam up the second anybody talks to her.
Yeah, and that's hard.
And she'll hide behind me and be like, I'm shy, Dad. I don't want to talk to them. And in my head, I'm like, well, you're going to have to.
Yeah, that's the phase we're in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to...
Yeah.
Head in the butt.
Top load.
Head in the butt, for sure.
Tightrope to walk, just the whole... Because you're showing them... I don't know if you guys watch videos, stranger danger, and you got to have a safe parent, friend, or something. Like, we had one friend that was the safe friend.
Yeah.
If Miss Jennifer came to take them out of school, that was authorized type thing.
Right.
But no one else, she was the whatever. I don't know. It just seems like there's so much already put in place that there's almost no way that a kidnapper, like, is that still happening? I feel like it's not. You just don't really hear stories.
Yeah, I feel like most of what we hear now, even last week when we got that Amber Alert, is like family members.
Right.
It's an ex-boyfriend
in fact,
or a stepdad or a dad or what. It's almost always a male.
But when they talked about the history of kidnapping, even the 80s panic of it, mostly it was that then.
Yeah.
Like, it might have been 90% then. Maybe now it's 98%, right?
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
It's a lot.
It's kind of a flat line since 1992.
What do you mean? What's it
as far
saying?
as numbers of kidnappings?
Does it indicate family members? Because it just feels like the out of nowhere targeting a kid and kidnapping is not a thing that really happens.
Yeah, wasn't there like what's the show? Was it Webster or was it the other one? So that I can be racist.
The other one, are you talking about What You Talking About, Willis?
Yeah. Like, didn't they do like a 2-part episode on the creepy guy in the van?
I think they did. Yeah, it might have been Different Strokes.
There you go. Yeah.
With Gary Coleman. But I'm not sure.
I was definitely very afraid as a child.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was implanted into my brain of, at every corner.
There's a guy
Somebody
lurking,
wants that
waiting.
hot 8-year-old ass.
I've seen pictures of you, dude.
That's
creepy?
Pretty creepy.
Very hot little kid.
Jesus, Pete.
Just you.
Okay, 2 Texas children are hospitalized in Houston. They were saved. I don't know if you saw this. Dallas, Texas TV posted it. There was a car accident on Sunday afternoon in Houston. A major crash ejects both of them, and there are 2 kids running around on the freeway.
Did you see this video?
No.
In diapers.
It's insane.
Who's running around? Why?
Because they're in a car, and there's a car accident.
The diaper kids got ejected?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they're running around like they were fine?
On the highway.
On the freeway, yes. And like a 10-car pileup.
Are they dodging the...
Well, I mean, traffic
cars-
stopped
yeah.
when the car accident occurred.
Look at this, Dan.
Yeah, I just got to.
Their Jeep or something and rolled over, and they flew out of the car, and they're just sitting on the highway.
And they're just walking.
Yeah.
They're fine, but
Yeah.
still,
Yeah, how are they fine?
2 diapered kids on the highway.
Do you drive around with your kids just wearing a diaper and no pants, no shirt a lot?
Yeah, I think on top of that, what they had was no seatbelt. So the father, a 25-year-old, is facing criminal charges for not properly restraining the kids.
And Buddy, if he's still married, he will never, ever live that down.
Do you think?
He might want to just rather go to prison.
Dude, I get nervous when I see just a kid that looks too young to me not in a car seat. Like, I'm never going to say something, but I do have like that 1% like thing in my brain where I'm like, somebody should probably tell that person that that's not safe. But I don't do it.
No.
Yeah, you got
enough problems.
The thing is, yeah, you got your own kids. There's enough dealing with that. I can't go worry about your kid. In fact, I don't care what happens to your kid.
Jeez, dude.
Not you in particular. I care about your kid more because it affects me then. Because it would affect your mood.
Because then we got to hear about it.
Yeah. It's really all about me.
Then you gotta hear about it. So in the event that like one of my kids died,
whoa,
the worst thing for you guys would be that you quote have to hear about it.
Jake is sad again.
Not the worst thing, but it would be up there. One of the top 3 worst things about that.
Man.
And it'd be like, well, who's going to fill in for Jake tomorrow then? He needs another day off.
Yeah.
You guys are the worst. Did you guys see that the XY chromosome boxer is suing J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk?
I thought we were done with this person.
Nah, well, she wants the monies.
Why? What's she
Defamation.
suing?
Defamation.
Oh.
It's really kind of weird that, like, the lady from Harry Potter, which I have no association with, I've never seen any of the movies, I've never read any of the books, like, turned out to be, like, wildly right-wing. Because typically you think of, I mean, she's the lady that J.D. Vance is talking about when he's like, childless cat lady. I've dated a few.
Mm-hmm.
Typically pretty far to the left.
Yeah.
Maybe they're involved in
childless
roller
cat
derby.
lady?
I think so. She's a turf. You know what that is?
I think I've looked it up in the past. Turf. Totally. No.
Trans-exclusive radical feminist. Which means they're pro-woman, but the trans...
They hate the trans.
Can't get involved, yeah.
But what if the woman wants to dress like a man? Isn't that trans?
Yeah, and they exclude that.
So they're pro-woman unless you want to do that.
Correct.
What if you're a man who wants to dress like a woman?
Also out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any... trans exclusive... What would be the same for just men? I'm pro-man. But I'm not...
term exclusive radical misogynist,
male misogynist.
I think that's pretty much implied. Yeah. But yeah, this just feels like one of those type of lawsuits where you're just aiming for the moon, right? Kind of like the
what if I get a little
DAC,
something? Yeah,
the DAC thing. Where it's like we're suing you for $100 billion.
How much is it?
It doesn't say.
Okay, but yeah,
she has filed it.
She'll get a signed book out of it.
I feel like Elon or guys like that. I mean, they even say it about Jerry. Just they have a ton of lawsuits at him all the time.
All the time.
And it's like, well, what's this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What can I settle it for? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what she is hoping for. It's a she for sure.
Yeah.
Born a girl. is a girl. And it's not even that great of a box. She has like 9 losses.
Yeah.
So it's not like
She's
she's
won a
been,
weak
like,
field. Yeah.
It's not like Mike Tyson threw a wig on. That's the whole bit. Again, we've talked about this before. There's just not a lot of women. There's not a lot of men who have decided to transition to become a woman, and then they're dominating women's sports.
Yeah.
There's kind of like one, and it was like that swimmer. And the proof is, if there was more, you would have heard about it. You would hear about every one of them. But it's kind of like satanic panic or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm for someone, like I'm against that too. But the point is, there's just not a lot of them. It's just not happening.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, not to get like into the political thing for us to close, but obviously, like the right loves this as a talking point, and they're just hammering like, why is Kamala not weighing in on this? And it's like, because it's bullshit.
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing. But they're like, why don't you get into the mud with us? This is the stuff we want to talk about that we can make you look bad and fight about because
Trump would.
Because has. Like, dude, one of my favorite bits he has going right now is when he pretends like he's lifting weights. And he's like, I can't lift it. I can't lift it. Woo! And then he just throws it up.
But
because
he's done
a
the
woman
thing, like
who's
what if
transitioned.
LeBron wanted to play WNBA?
Right.
He's done
right.
that.
And Kamala or Biden are just like, I don't care. And it frustrates them because it's, a red meat talking point.
Right.
But it
It's
also
kind of
doesn't
like
really matter.
the outkick guy at the women's NCAA Final Four or whatever.
Right.
Was going to ask the coaches about, what do you think about women?
Yeah, they and she just shut it down.
Trans women playing, like, number one, it's just not a thing.
Right.
And then if it does become a thing, then we can weigh in. But, like, obviously, you don't want someone who's born a male, who has built up a bunch of muscle, and then all of a sudden says they're a female. They can't play sports. Sorry. That's just the way it's going to be. But that ain't happening, so why are we even talking about it?
Well, I mean, because it was the news, and that's the news.
Because I talked about it. Oh, okay. You're done?
It was like 20 minutes.
Like 20 minutes.
The Dumb Zone News. Like
I'll tell you how long it was.
It was
bum, 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 bum.
10 and a half minutes.
10 and a half minutes. The keeper of the clock.
Oh, wait, he's got a plane to catch, so.
Oh, my God.
That's
Let's
right.
just rush through it.
I know.
guess.
He's probably going to make us drive him to LAX.
I have already recanted or rescinded that request.
But you tried to do it.
I thought it would be. You know what I did is I asked Blake 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, no problem, dude.
Yeah, you know how that is.
Like I had any idea what this trip was going to be about.
But you know how that is, right?
What do you
Accepting, I'll do it 2 months
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah,
sounds
for sure.
great.
I mean, to be honest, that's how I feel about this trip I'm about to go on, even though it's going to be fun. Like, I'm kind of like, I want to go home. I just want to see my family.
As one. No, I see that, especially with, what's his name? Carter. I know you have a boy. I got to know his name, too.
How's it going, man?
But he's like not even
doing
2
that.
yet.
No.
Yeah, why are you saying
October.
how's it going to everybody? What's your thing? Hey, Rowdy.
Oh,
Like all of a sudden we're going to have Rowdy in here.
A picture from Jake tomorrow on his plane. You look good in first
Why
class.
did you waste so much time?
But I have always
Any time is a waste.
I have always thought that just the going away for a week when you have a kid of that age and you come home, they're different.
Dude, we went on
Like you can measure the difference somehow.
We went on a Stars trip that Blake was on 3 weeks after Nora was born. And we were gone for like 9 days.
Dang.
So at that point, I've now essentially, when I got home, missed 35% of her life. And it was super weird.
Yeah.
We went in February. She was born January 9th.
Brooks thinks I'm still on a walk. Daddy home or is he on a walk? Yeah,
It's good.
Still on the
Get
walk.
used to that, Chief.
Yeah.
How many steps you got to?
Not very many.
Woo!
What the fuck?
A little live on
Okay, yeah. There's another photo of me.
Maybe you do have COVID.
Maybe I do have COVID.
Third time's a charm, brother.
Is that why you have me sitting next to him? What a jerk. Hold on, let me check the steps before we get into today in history. Because I went out for a pretty long walk. Went to Vaughn's this morning.
Nice.
For some protein drink.
I'll give you a little.
Hell yeah, bro.
Do they still have water?
They're all out of water. No, they have tons of that water, dude.
Okay.
It says $3.99 for members. You know, Vaughn's, if you're a
Tom Thumb.
Is it Tom Thumb?
Yeah.
Yeah, put in your Tom Thumb number and you get that discount.
Yeah.
Oh, you did know that?
Yeah.
Everyone did.
Fuel points.
Oh, sorry. Or do you do the whatever?
No, because
8675309.
No, because I want those points.
7,619 steps already today.
Cute.
And I asked Matt this morning, have you broken Blake's record?
Yeah.
He goes, like, Matt is a humble guy.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I'm averaging Blake's record.
This sounds real humble.
Like, that guy walks all over. Like, every day he'll take a business walk. And he's on the phone, and he's just doing stuff. And he made more money on his walk this morning than you've made in the past month.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt. Thanks for reminding me.
How many steps you got today? You don't even want to look, because you know I'll just
I think me and Rob got a lot when we got here extra early to set everything up.
Oh, my God.
Well, I guess you weren't prepping this gold that you're about to hear.
I'm going to vape.
Presents
It says no smoking.
in history.
Mom. It's like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah, I'm friends with Micah. Watch. He'll come over.
Kemp.
I'm Kemp.
Oh, you know what? God damn it.
What?
Get Jourdan Lewis back. I wanted to ask him about his middle name. His middle name is Cornelius.
That's awesome.
Damn, we ruined that whole interview.
Can we have him on as a weekly?
He's pretty great. I think he liked us.
That was awesome.
Well, what about Brandon Aubrey?
Why not both?
Why not both?
Because we don't have any money.
Just like the business burrito tonight. You want steak and shrimp? Why not both?
We're not going back there.
Yes, we are.
Rob doesn't want to go to Spencer's?
Fine, me and Dan will go.
Can we order pizza or something?
Pizza?
Like, get some good pie.
Oh, wait. I did see a local place.
Is it of a kitchen variety?
It's called the California Pizza Kitchen.
It's right next to our house.
It's really near our house. Did you see it?
I did not. No,
Like,
it must have just been
it's
a
like
hidden
a little
gym.
It's like a little hole in the wall,
Yeah,
and
a
you always
local
want to
haunt.
eat it. You
Yeah.
always want to eat at local places. They give you the best food.
Yeah.
So I will agree, as long as it's California Pizza Kitchen.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, wait, I picked up this. This is my Cowboys thing.
Save that.
How are the Cowboys going to do this year?
Find out next week, Blake, when you get our exclusive.
Why'd you highlight future Hall of Famer Zach Martin? Is that up in question?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, that's first ballot, dude.
No, I think it was, why are you looking at my highlights?
Because they're right there?
These are my own personal notes. I don't need you reading Cornelius is his middle name.
Okay.
That's a secret thing.
It also is not his middle name, but...
Look it up. What is it?
Julian?
God damn, I heard him on an interview. Something.
I wish we would have
Don't you
asked
wish
him.
I would have said?
So
Bro,
your middle name?
Your middle name is Cornelius.
I had a dog.
Anyway, today is Wednesday, August 14th. August 10th. On this day in 1936, in front of an estimated, well, I'll just tell you what it was. It was the last public execution in the United States. 1936.
Wow. I would not have guessed that.
20,000 people.
Yeah.
So the AAC is full. And they got humble Billy Hayes like, are you ready?
Your Friday night execution.
Chris Arnold is on they throw it down to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, let me talk to.
Now, if he can toss a fry into this basket.
Yeah, and we're interviewing people. We're doing bits. You got the fat guys dancing. You got
minutes.
the drums up there.
Yeah, shooting T-shirts.
Yes, 2 minutes until the execution. It's so
I
great.
went to a
The
hanging and all I
girls
got
are
was a
dancing.
shirt.
you got all the shirts over the seats, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, how come everybody can't get on board and just
Which
wear
was
them?
Oklahoma City.
Wear your execution T-shirt.
All right, what if everyone is silent during the execution?
Dude,
So you
we've
can hear
talked
the
about
neck
this
snap?
before. There was a Dan Carlin series on this. Like, that used to be mass entertainment for hundreds of years. Like, women were really into it. Because they didn't have Peacock.
That's right.
Or Hulu. Do you have any more on that?
So it was Owensboro, Kentucky was the location. The man's name was Rainey Bethea. Any guess on the race of the man?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I know one that it's not.
He was not white.
Yeah.
I did look into it this morning. They said he was charged with raping and murdering a 70-year-old woman. And so, I know, that seems funny. But
who's raping that?
Please
you
take
do
the
have
camera
to.
off me so
You're allowed to laugh. You have to wonder, was that even real? You know, back then, something would happen, something bad would happen to somebody, and they'd be like,
it was a black guy.
the closest black guy, or whatever.
that's how Tulsa happened.
Yeah. Or the whistled at a white woman, or the
I believe
a woman would say, "Oh, I was raped by a black guy."
Yeah, I
because
think
she her pregnant, her boyfriend was pregnant.
The woman who accused Emmett Till when she was like 70 recanted it.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh well, we kind of cut this guy into pieces.
Yeah. Ooh. Well. Anyway, on this day in 1980,
give us something fun. What do you got?
Wayne Gretzky was named NHL MVP, the youngest ever to win it. He was 19 years old.
What?
It's hard to say the word old.
19 years old.
And he would win it the next 5 years in a row. Can you imagine? I kind of wish I was sports conscious during that era.
Yeah, me too. Like as a young hockey fan, it was just mythical. He's honestly maybe the only guy ever, at least in the 4 majors, and maybe outside of the steroid era, that you can honestly say, like, his numbers don't make sense era adjusted. Like, Patrick Mahomes is going to throw for way more yards than Otto Graham, obviously, right? Touchdowns. Basketball, right? Like, LeBron has the ability of nutrition and training and whatever. Like, he can play 8 years later than Jordan and still average 27 points a game. But, like, averaging a goal and a point almost per game, or a goal and an assist per game for, like, 5 straight years.
Right, what was he? He was like 200-point-a-year guy.
Pretty close, yeah. And no one's even really come close.
Yeah. That was fun, right? That's better than the hanging thing.
Was better. And then his wife actually got caught up in a gambling ring with former Coyotes executive and coach Rick Tocchet.
And his daughter would marry a real buttoned-up, maybe account executive?
No, he's a golfer who got suspended for cocaine and had sex with several other tour members' wives. Dustin Johnson.
Cool.
Yeah.
On this day in 1986, Reds player-manager Pete Rose got his final hit of his career. 4,256. Should he be in the Hall of Fame, Blake?
Yeah.
Jake?
Of course.
Okay. There's no debate over here.
Put him in.
Nothing to embrace.
And here's a yay boo. 1995 is the year. Shannon Faulkner officially became the first female cadet in the history of the Citadel.
Oh, no.
That is South Carolina's state military college. So, yeah, that's great, right? No?
I just know
keep
what's
reading
next.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, she would quit the school less than a week later, citing the stress of her court fight. Who gets stressed in a court fight?
Pussy.
And her isolation among the male cadets.
Yeah.
I'll bet they were pretty cool with her, though. I mean, it was progressive time, right?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I have no opinion.
Well, what can you do? Former Cowboy... Birthday's today.
Okay.
Former Cowboy Roy Williams is 44.
11 or 31.
Which one?
The safety.
Superman.
Not the wide receiver.
That was I want to say the only time that I've never seen my dad cry. But I have a good friend. He's legally my godfather. We should have him on sometime. He did some time.
All right.
Like 7 DUIs later. Cleaned up now.
Would he talk about it?
I think so.
Okay.
I saw him cry that day.
You saw your dad cry?
Dad's
or
best
godfather?
friend. Yeah. The Roy Williams, Chris Sims Superman Day. It was like 66-3 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Cry out of joy?
No.
Oh.
That was a rough one.
No. Like, we had a big get-together, big party, 30, 40 people there. Texas was good.
So he was so distraught.
He cried. Grown man. Might have been before he got off the sauce, too, though, so that might have had something to do with it.
Teddy Lehman pick six.
Teddy Lehman pick six.
Yeah.
Former Cowboy Julius Jones is 43.
Dan.
If you just prorate the last 10 games of the season, he's going to be
I think he had 900
star.
yards in the last 8 games.
Yeah.
And he would become the number 1 overall pick in
the Landry
I'll
Cup.
bet you not. I bet you my fantasy league was not the only one in Dallas.
Totally agree. What do you guys think about a no RB draft? Just skip it.
That's kind of the wave right now.
I'm kind of looking at it.
I've been seeing a lot of chatter.
Looking at it pretty hard.
Outside of McCaffrey, it's kind of hit or miss.
I mean, it used to be that running backs would dominate the first 2 rounds.
Sure. Game's changed.
A lot of people are reaching out saying, could we do a fantasy football league, a Dumb Zone league? Would you head that up? Maybe be commissioner?
Absolutely not.
Jake hates fantasy football.
I think Jake hates the listener.
I think he hates fun.
Are you guys done? Like, shitting on me?
Oh, somebody's being mean to Jake now. Former Cowboy Greg Ellis is 49.
Dude, he was an absolute monster. North Carolina, come on and raise up.
Will he make the transition from the 4-3 to the 3-4?
That was I'm glad you remember that story.
It was a thing.
No, that was Blake is remembering the time that my mom tried to do something like you did at the start of the show today. And at Thanksgiving, right after they hired Big Tuna, my mom thought it would be cute to do a let's all say what we're thankful for.
How old are you?
15 or 16.
Just right
probably.
in the prime of smart ass Jake.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm just, after some early hiccups, I'm really happy that this defense has taken to the 3-4 as opposed to the 4-3 that they had under Campo.
And it was true. Like, you were thankful for that.
It's all I was thinking about. She was not happy.
She did not find that amusing?
No, but Joe did.
That's really who you were working
the
for.
audience I'm playing for, yeah.
Former star John Klingberg.
Klinger.
Is
Underappreciated.
32.
Wouldn't you say, Rob? Very underappreciated. But he, like us, had the very poor bet on himself decision, if you remember. Like, he tested the waters, and the Ducks gave him, 1 for 4 or something.
Yeah.
I think he ended up getting a good deal after that, but his initial
They were lowballing
FU,
him for sure.
Didn't work out.
Magic Johnson is 65, famous tweeter.
AIDS.
Mike Vrabel, 49.
Vrabel?
Where's the juice from you guys?
Tim Tebow, 37.
Greatest college quarterback of all time.
No.
Yes.
What's his celebration?
Neil.
Mike Mayock is 66.
Man.
One's called Cracker by Antonio Brown.
So he was the former Raiders GM.
But looking at his Twitter, it could have been worse.
Jeez, dude. He is out there these days.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't looked at it lately.
Oh, man.
You need to.
Still have a cracker of the day, N of the day.
F of the day.
An F of the day now.
We got an F of the day.
Yeah.
The gay F?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Did you know Mike Mayock was a player?
I did.
Former Giant safety.
Yeah.
Here's a weird one. Kenneth Lofton Jr. is 22.
Not related.
He is not the son of Kenny Lofton.
I know.
Like, don't throw
That's an
Junior
amazing-
on your name if you're throwing me off here. I'm like, oh, cool. And Kenny Lofton played college basketball at a high level, so you're like, oh, okay. That makes sense. No, not related at all. And he looks way different, too. Like, he's a big man, isn't he? Do you know who Kenneth Lofton Jr. is?
I know that he exists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of a round mound of rebound. Ed O'Bannon is 52.
The reason Blake has a video game.
That's right.
Well, I would have had the video game every year had it not been for Ed O'Bannon.
Touche.
Now they get paid and stuff.
Touche. So. Josh Bell is 32. He's a Major League Baseball player from Irving.
Yeah.
Reds?
Man, he's really bounced around. Now I think, is he Nationals now?
Halle Berry is 58.
He was a Pirate.
Steve Martin is 79.
Safe Space?
Yes.
I never really got it. I mean, I've watched many SNL episodes that he was a part of. It's not like I'm against the era. Big Aykroyd fan.
He was good in Bowfinger.
I just don't get it. And I know, like, he plays a ukulele or whatever the fuck he does.
I'm a fan.
I just don't. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Good and cheaper by the dozen.
I think also comedians, if you watch, you go back and look at it and you're like, oh, really? That was that. But in that era.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though, is that there's a bunch of guys like that from that time that I still find funny. Like Bill Murray.
That's a good point.
Belushi.
Yeah.
Even some of the, like, lesser, by that I mean female cast members. But him, I just, okay, King Tut. Yeah.
Gary Larson is 74. The Far Side cartoonist.
Damn.
Far Side fan?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Always in the bathroom. That
Mila-
or Dilbert.
Is that does that need to be era adjusted?
Comics from that era?
I mean, it's
I
either
think Far
that
Side lives.
or let's read the business section. Yeah, I mean, you're going to choose the comics.
No, I think comics in general are a scam, but there are some good ones, and I thought The Far Side was one of the few good ones. And if you want to argue with me,
I don't.
We have 20 hours on a RV together to do that.
Yeah. You know what the issue is with the ride back is Matt is trying to get you that sandwich place again for lunch.
I don't even care.
If you said no tuna sandwich in Flagstaff, then I bet we could leave a little later.
Okay. Well, let's just get a Subway, dude. I just want to get home. Like, I will eat at the Quickie Mart or whatever, the gas station. I will get the pruny hot dog that's been there for 3 days.
Why don't we dare or just guilt Matt into driving through the night?
Like overnight?
Yeah. We'll be home tomorrow. Or I guess Friday morning.
Would you spoon with me in the bed?
Yeah, if you come up to my nook.
I bet he'd do it.
I bet he would too.
Like, he's a maniac. Mila Kunis is 41.
So great.
Yeah.
Little thin, but born in the Soviet Union. So she's thankful. Meg, right? I bet you that's the thing that she's made the most money from.
Yeah.
What's Meg?
From Family Guy.
Oh.
She also lied about her age to get on that one show.
Dude, if you're from the Soviet Union, nobody knows when you were born.
Yeah.
Right?
Fair.
Like a Dominican shortstop. Just kind of say whatever.
Lynn Cheney is 83. It's funny, looking through the birthday list, it lists her as, like, author.
Oh, not just, like,
Right.
Dick Cheney's wife?
Right.
So Liz is the daughter? I think I've screwed that up before. Because Liz Cheney looks super old. Like, if you told me that was Dick Cheney's husband, or excuse me, wife.
But if you're 83 and you have a kid when you're 20 or whatever,
Yeah.
Your daughter's going to be young or old now.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Spencer Pratt is 41.
What's his bid?
He was a reality TV star from The Hills, married Heidi Montag.
Oh, yeah, I know this guy. Wasn't Gribble, like, really into that show?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a doucher. Not Gribble.
I think he was friends
Spencer
with
Pratt.
Romo's brother-in-law.
Chase Crawford?
I think so.
And Susan Olsen is 63. She is Cindy on the Brady Bunch, the little one.
You want to be creepy or
Brady Bunch got? No, I don't think she was hot or anything.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I was more of a Jan guy.
Whoever this person isn't doing much for me.
No, well, she's all old. Jan was the middle one, though. Team Jan.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that show.
You ever watch it?
No.
Not one.
I mean, I'm sure I've watched a segment here or there, but
Did both of the spouses die? Is that the only way they could make it palatable?
Yeah, I don't think there was divorce.
Yeah, because that's what they
It's
did.
like a
with,
60s show or something, right?
Yeah, but like that's what they did with the Golden Bachelor. You know, they found an old guy who wanted to find love, but they couldn't make it like, oh, he left his wife or his wife left. She had to die.
I don't know that they ever overtly said that.
Well,
the theme song, story, but they were all alone. Yeah, I don't know that they probably must have said it in the first episode.
yeah, it says here widowed for Mike. So I don't know about Florence Henderson, but
I think. Oh no, I remember seeing the first episode. It was like it was a swap. They wife swapped.
no,
Like, because it was the 60s. It was free love. It was
no,
freewheeling.
that is not what happened.
And they decided, let's just swap.
Oh man,
Let's make that show.
That's the whole premise. It's just you swing and you fall in love.
I think Jake has already been watching that video.
That's true.
It's California, bro.
Born on this Day Now Dead, Mark the Bird Fidrich.
Dan, didn't you believe it?
You're thinking of Sid Finch.
Yes, I
Mark
am.
the Bird Fidrich is an actual
Yeah.
Major
Not the
League
S-
Baseball
the SI
player
guy.
who Bill James would have told you, look, this guy isn't long for it, but everybody got real stoked on him, I guess, when he was good, but he wasn't striking out a lot of people, and he fizzled out.
He just threw kind of funny or looked kind of funny.
Something like that. I don't know. Dead on this day, still dead. Why are you saying hey to everybody? We have Josephine Cochran.
What?
She invented the automatic dishwasher. So there's another lady trying to get out of work.
She did it for women everywhere.
Yep. Dan doesn't respect her because he hand washes.
I like to hand wash.
I know.
Gladys Presley, Elvis's mom. Enzo Ferrari,
What'd
the
he
founder
do?
of Ferrari. Remember that a couple years ago, but he was stoked on him. Wasn't there a bunch of Ferrari movies or something?
Well, there was one.
I think I saw it.
It was good.
Porsche versus Ferrari or something?
Ford versus Ferrari. It's a popular American story.
And died on this day in 2001, Earl Anthony, bowling great.
Is he related to our friend?
Anthony Anderson?
No, don't we know, like, the greatest bowler, child prodigy of all time? I swear to God, his last name is Edwards.
Well,
No?
this guy's name is Earl Anthony.
Earl Anthony? What?
The kid?
Yeah.
I thought it was Anthony something.
No, his name is Anthony
Okay.
Simonson.
Simonson.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go. I wasn't that far off.
You're missing the last name connection.
Do you think everyone named their last name is Anthony is related to everybody's first name?
I swear.
I think we're having fun here, and I got to tell you that I'm going to miss you when you're gone tomorrow.
I will miss you, dude. I miss you guys this weekend. Like, even being around my family, I'm like, man, I wish I could say a slur.
Yeah, around us.
Wish I could fire a slur up right now. And I got a new friend, J. Lou.
What about
You know?
tonight? We close out the trip by watching some Pornhub together. Just all the guys.
Rock, paper, scissors for who gets to choose the caddy.
All the bros. We're
That's
calling
category
caddies now.
I'm
All
an
right.
amateur man myself, which has a U after the E. Sometimes it's hard to spell.
Any closing remarks, Rob? We good? Yeah. All right.
He's so sick of us.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Well, thanks to everybody. We're not going to have a program tomorrow. Got one Friday, correct, Blake? That's Blake is going to be putting together Friday's program on the DZRV.
Respect.
And
hey, we did it. We
did it, guys.
Yeah.
Us.
Cheers for us. Us.
We.
Boy, what a peter out.
Yeah.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.